with the help of Kiraku, we escaped the mine flares underwater research base, which happened to be Rick's house, but we learned that later in the day, later the next day. Well, we talked with Kiraku on a pyramid, gave, he said that he somehow convinced the Elder Brain about the 10 days prophecy, which is all a bunch of baloney, maybe, according to Kiraku. And he wants us to help him gather up stuff so he can go and kill his dad. That's what he says. So we went back to the underwater place, realized it was Rick's house, rescued Rick after curing Sweetie's dumbasses with the fish people and getting some other stuff from the fish people, like godly powers, and the ability to breathe underwater and swim faster than he can walk. And we found Rick, rescued him, told him that we don't know what the fuck happened to Nikolai. He told us a bit about the airplane and that land is very popular there. We teleported back to Trusk, spent some time there, had a little small argument, teleported to the fire plane. It was fiery. And then we went to the Rumpus Ring, tried to enter, but we're all banned for life. And now we're here. Back. We passed out, I think, going on a drunken rager.
And with that, you all awake to the brisk Truscan air. You've now sort of awoken, taken barrels off, put your regular clothes back on, and you sort of have vague memories. Roku, Sweetie, you almost remember maybe trying to fight each other last night in a drunken brawl, but that's only a memory that fades as the more you try to think harder about it. And eventually you stand up and get your bearings together. And with that, what is the first thing you'd like to do today?
So, who all do we need to collect for tonight or today to bring with us to the temple? We need to find Rick, right?
Immediately, without acknowledging anything, I'm gonna stand up and turn to the obvious water trough that we all know and love is there, and I'm gonna go throw up in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
just drank a barrel of.
You awake, look over at a trough of water, which somehow is there, and throw up in a clean source of water as opposed to anywhere else.
Tracy, you are one of the worst individuals I've ever met.
And you just pull out a cheeseburger from your pants and start numbing.
I think I'm gonna cheat and just nibble on it to cure my nausea. I feel a lot better now.
Instantly cured with a bite. It's like that that fucking elven bread from Lord of the Rings. It's like just a bite
Elven cheese
the whole day. Yeah, it's elven cheese.
Good cheese. Not cheeseberry.
Good cheese. I like cheeseberry though. So you all awake, throw up, get your bearings. What would you like to do?
So first off, we need to find Rick, right? And is Zench coming with us too?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's look for them, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do, Roku?
Forge.
Conveniently, you're about across the street from it, a few feet to the right, but you almost landed directly in front of it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
As you walk up to the forge, you open it and feel that familiar fire and see a very familiar face as Chip turns around. Oh, hey guys. You told me to get like prepared for today, right? Because I packed. And he holds up a little suitcase on wheels.
Chip,
Alright,
my
thank
man,
you.
Chip. Not
All right.
today.
What?
Your voice hurts my head, Chip. Please.
What's wrong?
Just-
V told me to pack.
Where's Dench?
I mean, this is literally everything I own in this suitcase.
Yeah, I get it.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wear everything I own too.
Oh yeah, I carry everything I own.
Dench, where's Dench, Chip?
I mean, I think he's getting ready too back there.
I'm gonna go walk back to see if he's ready.
As you start walking back, he's like, should I keep what do I do with this? What? And you just walk past and move back. And Dench sort of meets you as you walk into that long, narrow room. Oh, I'm prepared, like you said.
You ready to go?
I suppose. When are you gonna tell me what all this is about?
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
All right. And as you guys turn around to leave, he sort of like grabs you on the shoulder. Actually, thank you for bringing Chip. He hasn't stopped talking about it. He's very excited.
Yeah, I've noticed.
He doesn't get out a whole lot, so
It'll be good for him.
yeah, exactly. All right, let's go.
Alright, so we have Chip and you. Now you find Rick. Has anyone seen a bird?
Or a half orc.
Or a really big guy? Like giant sized.
Actually, I've seen a half orc. Actually, I'm a half orc as well.
Yeah, Avery, that's not sweetie. Who the fuck's Avery? That's not you're not Savory Avery. You know how much Savory reminds me of you. But sweetie, that's like saying, "Oh, where's the fish at your Kuatoan tribe?"
Okay. The super stereotypical half orc. Is that better?
Not for him.
What does that even mean?
You know the one that's the most the most average looking one.
Wow, are you being racist?
Like this? I'm not pointing
Oh,
at Dench.
I take
Like
offense
that?
to that.
I think we'd all take
I'm-
offense to that.
No,
Wow,
I'm saying
I take
take
offense to
the
that.
dullest average qualities of all of you, mashed into one half orc, and that's Rick.
I think that's racist.
Sweetie, I thought better of you. Not being racist against
It's
our kind.
hey. Remember whose idea it was to bring all the races together. I have no quarrels with no one.
Okay, I don't think Rick needs to be here for this meeting.
What?
We're gonna talk
Are
about
we just gonna leave
things.
him here then?
Well, we have to bring Dench back tonight anyway.
Oh, we do, yeah. We do? Alright.
Okay, we set. Everybody happy?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna try and once everybody gets in a circle, I'm trying to teleport to where the tank was previously.
The tank is in like.
The armored cart
No, yes, I'm aware.
in Sarask.
Yes. Like in the depths of the tank factory, or like, because the tanks
Yeah.
moved around a lot. So
Wait, who moved it?
Didn't someone take it with them?
yeah, did you mean the current tank?
The tank that we are in possession of.
Right.
At
I
our
forgot
temple.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, the tank.
It's
Oh,
very,
tank.
very broken.
It
Yeah.
is. It can't turn, So a little broken.
Well, kind of. I banged it and then it was able to turn.
Yes, correct.
The
yeah,
barnyard guy. He
actually
got
works
underneath and he
fine.
actually fixed it.
With your smithing tools, you were able to fix it. That is correct.
Thought it'd be more complicated, but brute force actually prevailed on that one.
So with that, just hit it with a hammer and it'll work. With that, you gather everybody around and you all kind of stand in a circle, hold hands. So when does this work? Like when do we you guys immediately get shifted out of your position and land on top of the tank, your feet all thudding on top of the strong steel that is the top of this war machine.
Oh, there we go.
Ta-da!
This is a tank. It's Sweetie, what is the acronym?
Tanky. No, nah.
Part of the acronym is just the name of it.
I pull up in the tanky.
Tacky armored nocturnal cart. Was that it?
No, it was it totally or terrifyingly?
It was tactical.
Tactical armored notorious cart.
Notorious, I guess that kind of makes sense.
I don't know why you.
Nocturnal.
Well, the cart's not an owl.
It could be.
So
I've seen it rotate its head all the way around.
It's not a bird.
what is this machine?
Well,
Demons.
it was not made by things of this plane. It was made by demons. And we killed the inhabitants. And, why don't you just take a look at it? Maybe look around, poke on the inside. I think Hogar drove it. Maybe you can take it for a test spin.
There's a factory in the pyramid.
And this is the first time Dench looks up and goes, "Oh,
Welcome to Sarask.
I guess you're right. There is a pyramid."
Basically, the reason I brought you here is because we want to start a city here, and our source of revenue will be a machine of war, I suppose.
Or a machine of defense.
Or a machine
Our
of
ideas here.
movement. Hey, look at
Our
this
idea
vehicle.
about this place is
I suppose we can get creative with it.
This thing doesn't need a horse. Take off the gun, add a cart, another cart to it. It can be a method of transportation.
That too.
our idea with this place is that we're going to bring the leaders of Conv here, and we would be able to at least work together. Maybe not have like one like country together, like unified, but like at least like if we need allies, we can at least go to each other. If that makes sense.
F1's money.
Good luck getting the Lord King to get along with just about anyone. Here, Chip, hold this, and he shoves a toolkit into Chip's hands. Can anyone light it up for me a little bit? And he immediately assumes the position of a mechanic underneath a car as he gets onto his back and starts to shove himself under the tank.
Hogar, I think you're the one that drove it, right?
I think he wants a light.
Oh, light.
I don't know mean to do that.
I can give him my light hand, my healing hand light.
Dench. Egg of light.
Mm-hmm.
And I passed him a little glowing egg.
And he slides, except he doesn't have like a skateboard or anything on his back, so he just sort of scrapes against the mud on the ground as he slides underneath the vehicle. Chip, give me the chisel. A chisel. And he hands it underneath. And you guys eventually, as he's sitting there, you hear just like as he starts to mess around at the bottom of this thing.
You guys want to see what the weather's going to be like?
What?
You know what? Yes, I would
I
love
cast
to.
Druidcraft and create a timely, harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at this location for the next 24 hours.
You sort of unveil your hand, and it's almost a little cardboard sort of diorama made out of like a shoebox, like by an elementary schooler. As like it's just this little area, and it shows a tiny cardboard Tarrasque. It almost looks like a battle map made for like it's got like little minis that resemble you guys.
Wait, the weather is Tarrasque?
And no, it shows
It rains a Tarrasque.
Tarrasque, the current city that you're in.
Oh god.
It's raining Taras.
And all of a sudden, at the top of this diorama shows this warm, glowing light from like a sun, and then this almost like a lamp. It gets shut off, and then all of a sudden it starts to rain all over this thing. Magical illusion sort of created, and as soon as it starts to rain, it then like dissolves away.
So we got some rain on the horizon.
Well, that's not good.
I'm sorry, did you just somehow predict what the weather's gonna be?
No, the weather told me what it's gonna be. It's not predicting if I know it.
Well,
What if I made a prediction that it's gonna be sunny tomorrow?
Well, good for you. I can find out if it is or isn't tomorrow. Predicting the weather is fruitless. You'll be wrong half the time.
Well, then I kick
More
a
than half
rock.
the time. Quite a bit.
Well, do we ever find a garage door in our pyramid? to
No,
store
you
our
did
tank?
not.
we just kind of left the tank outside
Mhm.
and gave up exploring.
I want to do a quick run around of the temple.
Roll me an
Thing.
investigation check.
Ooh, that's not too good. That's an 11.
Yeah, once again, you're scanning the base of this sort of stone green, almost tinged pyramid around the base of it, and you get nothing. As you make your way back, Dench finally slides out from underneath the thing and goes, "That is a complicated piece of machinery."
Well, I figured if there's anyone that can understand it, it'd be you.
Well, I spent a little while under there. And I'm pretty damn sure I know how it works. You know how fast that thing goes? Like top speed?
I can show you.
It goes very fast.
Faster than a full sprint. A lot faster.
Show me.
All
And
right.
then as you do so, he pulls out this pocket watch that's been like busted and crunched as it's been stuffed underneath this vest and filled with like tools and nails and shit. And he like pops it open, and the locket almost door sort of like barely pops open as it's so busted. And the glass is cracked.
What do you want me to do? Just go around the pyramid?
Go around the pyramid. When you get to this side, get her as fast as she'll go.
All right. I slide under, get in, turn it on, and I start it.
You, will you roll me a? I told you.
Piloting check?
Yes, piloting check. So just a d20.
I don't get my hat proficiency from boats, do I?
No, that is for water vehicles, as land vehicles are a whole other different section.
I got a 13.
You yank the two things back. You stomp on some pedals. It sounds like when you like if you don't shift gears in a manual transmission, it's like as they grind together. You're like, that's not good. But eventually, the fire from out the side of the exhaust. And then you like it's a ride lawnmower, but also mixed with like a Tokyo drift style. You as you like switch the arms to turn corners, you drift the tank around the edges.
I'm coming back around.
As you flip the tail end back around, you back up and just give her all she's got. You press down, pedal to the metal, things far back as they possibly can go. And you guys all see is just this thing just in a split second moves right in front of your eyes as you fly into the other end of the forest, Hogar. And you start like moving into like a treed, wooded area. And you're also going as fast as humanly possible. So you just come to a stop.
And I turn around.
Slowly
Way back there.
chug all the way back.
Turn it off.
Dench wipes
is
the
that?
mud kicked up off of his welding goggles. That was fast.
Dench, if you had to put a number on it, how fast do you think it goes?
From a 0 to 100, I'd say 100.
Like 100, can you say like per turn?
In the
Like-
6 seconds that it took to move in front of me, he drove 100 feet.
That's pretty fast.
That's pretty fast.
Especially for a war machine mounted with different weapons.
Well, what do you think?
I mean, you give me the parts, I could build it. In fact,
All this.
you give me the money, I can figure out the rest.
Sweetie, Gronk's armor.
Oh, we're paying him with Gronk's armor?
At least half of it.
Well, it's all adamantine.
Well, are we doing that, or are we gonna do? And I just kind of like open up the bag and just like you see like a corner of a big ass gold block. Just
Okay, how much would you need?
That depends on how much you're willing to give.
We want this up and running as fast as possible.
we haven't even shown you the actual forge we have. It's like an assembly line.
Frankly, if you want me to get things running, I need basically as much as you're willing to give.
Gronk's armor's a pretty handsome sum, I'm assuming.
And I just kind of open up my bag and just let all the adamantine armor just fall out.
Oh, yes.
It's like
And he, like-
325,000 gold.
He leans down and picks up the helmet. I remember you forging this. You want to just give this to me?
It's for a good cause.
I gotta take this back to Trusk, and I gotta pay Boothgard Glom to get some ore in order to build these things. I need to bring back here, build it up, each intricate little part. Basically, this will get you whatever you need, and soon.
Nice.
You want to see the inside?
Chip, you want to see the inside? I've never seen anything like that before. That was like a horse and a carriage, but without the horse. It's all right, Chip. Come with me.
As they kind of like walk in front of us with Roku, I assume. I want to turn over to Hogar. Should we tell him about the fire throwers, or the saws, or
Yes.
the acid
Yeah. Well,
launcher?
we probably need all of those. That sounds like a bit of overkill for. That's only for the war machines we need that. If it's just gonna be a transport, we don't need flamethrowers or saw blades or acid sprayers. We just need like a trailer, like a hitch.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good point. If you're gonna basically commission me for this, I need to know what to
Well-
get you.
Chief Pozar from Skotua wants 8 of these.
Did you say 8?
8.
Did you
So
promise him 8?
I didn't promise him anything.
He said if we can get this up and running, he wants to buy 8 from us.
So if we can get him a couple,
And we
maybe
don't know
get some
how
payment from him.
exactly the assembly line works. There wasn't anyone down there when we were here. Well, there was someone down here.
Do you want him fitted with the weapon? First, if you guys want one first
We
to sort of test out, I can make one of those, and you can see what you think from there. I mean,
Is it?
do you want one? I know you mentioned it being transport, but
Could be
Useful.
nice.
What do you think the cost per tank is going to be?
my guess is 100,000.
Okay.
But that's without paying any extra support I may need, which I will. I know a tinkerer over in Balkara. I know a couple guys up in Trusk. Not students at the guild, real guys. But those are independent contracts. I'll give you the estimate after I run through the numbers, but I suppose it'll vary depending on what we need.
Let's start with one, right? One of these.
Do you think it would be possible to start off selling these as just the armored cart and then maybe like a little bit extra for the actual weapons?
It's actually a
Well,
good idea.
I think that would be assumed.
So like 800 or what did you say? 80,000 for the cart itself, and then
It's
with the
going to
attached
cost
weapons.
100 by itself without labor.
Oh,
So no assembly, no anything, right?
well,
Well, so we should sell it for what? 200,000.
more.
250?
See what the labor cost is
At
first. I
some
suppose.
point, I don't know how much people are willing to pay for these.
Well, within the coming days, they might be a little bit better to have around.
What does that mean? Why was that a threat? What do you know?
Anyway,
That sounded like a threat. Could you please continue?
Sure.
Like elaborate? What?
there was no threat. Sweetie's just being ominous for no reason.
Yeah, Sweetie, why are you being ominous at a time like this?
Well, yeah, there was the whole thing that the guy. Okay, you want to see the forge? And I just kind of like run up the stairs into the pyramid.
As you guys turn up the pyramid steps, and you get to that first base where the entrance to the main room is, you also see the silhouette against the morning sun of a black, shadowy figure standing at the top. Long cape flowing and black armor clad. As if you may not recall, you messaged him yesterday. You cast sending to him yesterday to meet you there.
Yeah, but we said that we'd have a chat with him in the afternoon. I'm pretty sure it's still morning.
Yeah, well, he likes
He's
to be
early.
punctual.
Okay.
How is he supposed to
Gotta respect
conquer a
that about him.
continent if you're not going to be punctual?
Exactly.
Wait, what? Wait, conquer a continent. Wait a minute.
He
He already
was
did it once.
he
a
was called the
conqueror.
Tyrant King. That was his title.
That was
Oh,
his
you
whole
made it
thing.
sound like he was doing it again. So I was like, wait.
You don't know that.
We
yet.
talked about this.
Chip and Dench are so. Actually, Dench immediately pulls out a small writing pad he has as well. And he starts to just pen stuff down, like loose plans and like costs, and just starts writing maybe names he might know, and to help out. And Chip is sort of like looking over his shoulder, like, well, what's that? Oh, who is that? Wait, what's that doing? And Dench is answering him in a very offhanded way. It's like, a friend. It will make it go. Look, just carry the tools and shut up. Well, they don't notice the shadowy figure standing atop the pyramid.
Hey, Dench, look around on the inside. We have a meeting.
All right. And immediately, as you sort of let them walk in through the door, as you round up the corner to the stairs, the last thing you hear is Chip go, "Whoa!" and you.
Oh my God! Look at the chair.
Look at that.
That's a nice chair. Oh, I wonder how much you
Stuff.
paid for that. Because if you don't recall, there are several demonic bodies in there, including an undead T-Rex.
We're not cleaning that out yet.
No, but
He hasn't done
left.
anything yet.
but they haven't like decayed and rotted because they already were basically as rotted as they could be. So yeah, you guys make your way up to the top, and as you do so, you see Krevaku himself standing atop the pyramid. You said you needed me.
Well, they needed you. They have some concerns, and they would like to ask you some questions.
I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here, being honest with each other.
And as he says this, Krevaku slowly turns and looks towards you, Roku, like inquisitively, like, what's all this about?
Honestly, I don't know. Just follow along, I suppose. And we'll all be out of here in a short amount of time.
Like I said, I have things to attend to.
What sort of things?
Is that any of your business?
I mean, it's a fair question. I guess we are
If
playing
you're
for the
something
same
else on
team.
escapades, it's fair for us to know what you're doing.
I'm checking on old friends. I need to know who lived for over 1,500 years and who didn't.
See, that's fair.
Does he sound truthful to me?
Roll an insight check.
I feel like friends is more of like unfinished business, though.
Probably.
22.
So it's hard to read this dude immediately. One, he knows you are attempting to. As this conversation opened, you've been like sort of like, we need to make sure we're all on the same page. So immediately he's like, uh-oh, like this guy's trying to like figure me out immediately. Secondly, his face is covered, only his eyes are showing, and you can only hear a voice that is echoed through armor. But as he says this, he definitely gives a sort of offhanded way. He says friends. It's like, I have some friends who I needed to attend to. And you're not sure what that means, but he did put a weird emphasis on there. You don't know if he was trying to hide it or not.
So I know where you stand with your father, but where do you stand with the other gods trying to invade?
I want to make it clear. I don't stand with Cord. In fact,
I am aware. That's why I said I know where you stand, which is far away from him.
yes. The other gods are none of my business.
And this opening of the plains gate, the cord isn't going to allow them to come through, is it?
It is a difficult ritual, one I have only read through runic scriptures over centuries old, even when I was centuries younger. I will try my best to get the ritual right, and the more you help, the easier that will be.
And we do want to help. We were just, you know, you hear stories, and I know it's been 1,000 years, but we're just making sure that you're on our side and you're not going for the whole
Murder.
Convi's mine thing.
Convi was mine once, and it did not bring me fulfillment because it did not impress my father.
Have you tried painting?
No, actually, I haven't. When you all freed me, I owed you a great service, one which I paid my debts to. I taught you a ritual. So I no longer am indebted to you. But besides that fact, I see no reason why we can't be friendly with one another.
We do want to maintain friends with each other. This could be very advantageous to the both of us. We're just...
And you truthfully have no idea where Celestian Spark is, correct?
Truthfully.
Is he truthful?
Yeah, roll an insight check. I was literally gonna I was wondering if I was gonna end that on, you can just roll an insight check.
Bleh. 23.
This is a big moment, right? This is very accusatory of, not necessarily accusatory, but this is like dependent on how you
I'm not
react.
saying, do you not have it? I'm saying, do you not know where it is?
Right. And he just barely, Roku nor Sweetie look like they hear this, but you hear a slight raise at his pitch throughout the entire sentence is a monotone, and the very last sound he makes goes up, the half a half a step, not even up, like he was asking almost a question.
If that's so, then you wouldn't mind this, and I cast Zone of Truth.
Indeed, I would mind. As you cast the Zone of Truth, the circular sort of green tile sort of emanates beneath you guys, and so the green energy sort of coats you as you accept the spell unto yourself, as well as your compatriots, I'm assuming. But with him, it gets to his boots, and it is trying to push itself off, but it seems to be squashed underneath as he is heavily resisting.
You
That's
have
a
nothing to hide.
charisma save, right?
Yeah, the charisma
Okay,
save.
good. That's what I thought. I will repeat. I don't owe you anything anymore. But if we are to be friends, a certain level of trust needs to be attained.
I agree. And I am willing to trust you because Roku does.
I am not willing to force you into anything, and I would appreciate that luxury as well. He's going to take a step out of the zone.
There was probably a better way about doing that.
Hogar, I don't really agree how you just did that. But Kravaku, we're not using this to try and dig at your deepest, darkest secrets, try and learn every little bit of truth about you. We just want to make sure that something as powerful as a divine spark, like, you're not lying about, because whether you have it or don't have it, you don't have it, then there's a divine spark out there.
You even know what a divine spark does?
We have a pretty good idea.
We have what might be a faux divine spark.
We have a homemade one.
After all these years, I don't know either. I think it's an old wives' tale, and I think you boys should not mount our relationship on something as small as that. You have the potential to be the most powerful person here, Ogar. So in my eyes, for now, we're allies. And he extends a gauntleted hand outwards over to you.
I extend a gloved hand to him.
You feel this cold tinge of metal and this almost sharp edges of the gauntlet as they try to very carefully not cut into your flesh as he grabs a hold of your hand. There's a very slow shake as you stare deeply into the glowing, emitting rays of red that are his eyes.
Liquefy.
There's some symbolism there that we both clearly don't trust each other because we're not shaking barehandedly.
Let's call this meeting a success, shall we?
Sure.
And he lets go. The other two of you see a very, very long, extended handshake with direct eye contact for a very long time. And then as he lets it go, he very notably breaks eye contact first, but not in a cowardice way, just to move on as he starts to walk down the castle steps not the castle, but the pyramid steps once more. Do you have any other tasks for me, gentlemen?
You know anything about the elemental planes?
I do.
We have a guide for the airplane, but not the other three.
Have you ever been to the fire plane?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's not a fun time.
I've been there. I know my way around rather well. And I know the shepherd himself.
Is a shepherd the giant lava guy with the lava flowing up into his cloak, his cape?
Very large staff, encompassed by a headstone of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
We know who you're talking about.
Yes, him.
So when we have to make our way to the plane of fire, you'll
We'll find you.
accompany us?
When that time comes, gentlemen. But for now, I believe you have a cloud giant waiting to guide you.
This is truthful. It's kind of like, I don't know. Just
My face
they
clearly
accept it.
shows that. Clearly shows that. How do you know that? But I don't say anything.
Yeah, you think to yourself and you're like, there was no crossover between those two individuals at any point.
We will. No, we talked to him, went back, saved Rick, and now we're talking to him again.
He mentioned to you that there was a cloud giant within the.
Oh, that's right. He did do that.
So he knows the cloud giant exists, but doesn't. That is the basis of the relationship.
Well, realize that it's a reasonable conclusion to jump to.
It's like it's not crazy, but it's not normal. So we're just gonna leave it.
In the back of my mind, I'm gonna constantly just being paid attention and make sure I'm like what you did earlier, and we're like, am I being scryed on? I just want to keep that thought in the back of my mind. Is he scrying on us?
Okay, we being scryed on?
Oh.
Nope, you're good.
Nice.
So is Krivaku just walking away then? Like this?
He's sort of has 1 foot elevated on the stairs and one down as he's like in the process of moving, but he's looking back for your like approval. Like he literally asked you if you guys had like tasks to assign him, and then he's waiting to go.
I don't think so.
Just figure out more on your ritual, I guess.
Yeah. Study.
What do you know of
We'll
the
find you when
platinum?
we need you for the plane.
Now, what do you know in the Platinum City? Because no one knows anything about there.
It wasn't here when I conquered 1,500 years ago. Every other city was, but the Platinum City is not.
How about one more conquest to the Platinum City?
Not conquest.
Not
Roku. No conquest.
Magical.
Well, I mean, they're not friendly.
Then just
We're trying to get
introverts.
people to be friendly.
Then just a bunch of introverts from what we heard.
Can you do us a favor and be a friend and go to the Platinum City and just kind of try
Look
and
at it.
understand what's happening there
Maybe
without
look over the walls.
killing the entire population?
I'll go investigate, yes.
Thank you.
You don't really give off a friendly vibe, so maybe pop the lid if
You
you
Like
look
we said
very
last time, maybe the eye color to
I don't think
blue
he has.
or like green.
Didn't
Maybe
we-
green's happy.
Does he have anything under the lid?
Can you take off your hat?
What hat? He's
What's
not
this
wearing a
about?
hat.
Can you?
Pop-
And more like,
Pop
can
the
you?
lid, maybe.
I'm
Chin
afraid
strap.
I cannot.
Okay. Well,
Wait, Roku, you can just.
I don't think he wants me doing that.
Well, if you're curious, I'm just saying that's a
what's the?
thing you could do.
It's the same principle as the zone of truth. There's a level of trust. I don't scry on you. You don't gaze under my armor.
Just
I mean, of course not. That's disgusting.
maybe just take a note, the person note. I'm curious. Like, are you even human or anything? Or just suit armor?
What
You're
Are you-
not
what-
human. None of us
am I
are
at
human.
least? Am I
I'm
allowed
half
to ask
human.
what race you are? I don't know if that's a bad thing to ask, but
Tracy,
I know today's been rough. Shut it.
Okay, you've
You
been
were
alive
very
for like what, a
racist
couple
today.
thousand years. I'm curious. Okay,
What's kept you alive this long?
Stone.
Something you all need to learn. Sheer force of will.
see, I have that. I'm good at that.
Do you? And with that, he walks down the steps in a very dramatic exit
Well,
as
that
he
was just
leaves you
dramatic for
pondering
no
that
reason.
thought.
That sounds like what someone his statue would be. Dramatic for no reason.
Suppose he's a lot like our father in that way.
Maybe he's just like a sentient, like
Can't
Remember
answer
Bucket?
questions, has to be very.
Maybe he is just the armor.
Cryptic for no reason.
remember Grubby
I
and
wish you weren't
Buckets?
so awkward, bud.
What if he's like Grubby and Buckets, but
Ancient coral.
just armor instead of flesh or coral? What if he's just like a construct like that?
Don't slap me like that.
It could be. What if he's just like a very smart?
Construct chooses the son of Cord.
Mate,
Okay,
I don't know what Cord put his into.
I don't want to think about that.
Oh, we know one thing.
Hogar, we shouldn't talk about that.
I know
In front
that.
of the baby.
I don't even want. What the hell do you know I was talking about?
All right, so let's move on.
I was
Is this
saying, you know,
fulfilling?
one thing, comma. Yes, this is fulfilling. Isn't he walking away now? He did his dramatic exit. Bye. He knows something about Celestian's divine spark.
Like he said he didn't.
Sweetie,
What?
you are a professional liar.
Okay, it's been a rough past few weeks. I can lie well. I can't pick up on it well.
Okay,
I'm
if
sorry.
I'm being honest, I think you're being paranoid for no reason.
But he was sealed because he tried to conquer all of Conv and slaughtered thousands of innocents. That's the reason.
I think you're digging too deep into his words, is what I'm saying. Being careful about him, of course, so am I.
The real question is, what happens to him after we're done with Cord?
Well, I suppose we'll deal with that after. Maybe we'll all have parties and drink and kill our livers.
Hopefully he takes up to painting before he takes up to slaughtering again.
Paint the town red.
No, sweetie. No. I
Just
smack
saying.
Sweetie.
Maybe we go knock on the Platinum City doors. Just knock them over.
You know,
What if we knock too hard and it just knocks him over by itself?
what if they... You don't know what they have in it. They could have dragons, giant platinum golems, dragons riding giant platinum golems.
Golems
Why
riding
not
giant platinum
golems?
dragons.
Well, then we run and pretend like it never happened.
Giant mechanical platinum dragons being ridden by giant mechanical platinum golems.
So what would you guys like to do?
Let's just see what Denshin Chip are doing.
I just had an idea.
I also have
okay.
an idea.
So, you know how Celestian is like dead, right?
Kind of.
Because like no one believes in him except for you guys. So like he kind of he's kind of alive again, you know?
Yeah, also because his divine spark is missing. Well, we can try
Okay.
giving him our faux divine spark, see if that works.
That could work. But what I was saying was, what if we just like made some of or tried convincing some Truskins to stop believing in Cord to take away some of his power?
We should blow up his temple.
Well,
When I left
Yes,
to go
this
pee,
is a fantastic idea. Let's blow
when
up
I
his
left
temple.
to go pee, you guys wanted to go and meet the citizens of a city you've never been to. When I came back, domestic terrorism. That's the change that I just experienced.
well.
It's set in motion. I'm blowing up the temple with or without you. Temple's gone. Spoken
think
for.
about-
How are you
think
gonna
about it.
blow it up?
Look,
Ow.
don't think about it too hard. Temple's
But you-
gone.
Think about it.
Don't leave out
Say we
too
get
hard.
say we get rid of his temple and we get a temple of Celestian.
Well, now we're pushing it a little too far.
That's not going to change what people worship. You can't just insert something and people just instantly flock to it rather than people are afraid of change, sweetie.
Well, what if we just remind the Truskins of their old ways? Didn't they used to all love Celestian?
They did. I
I
don't
think
know what
pretty-
changed. I was on another continent. I was on the island for my whole life.
It's a pretty big symbolism if the son of Cord destroys a Cord temple, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Considering another son of Cord built the temple.
And that son of Cord that's destroying the temple killed that son of Cord that built the temple.
Yeah, I think you already proved your point while killing your brother there.
No, that was still 4 Cord.
Well, then it could also.
You can also be seen as the
Also-
Antichrist Cord.
His
The
temple's
Anti-Cord.
gone. All right, there's no more arguing about it tonight. Hit it with a hammer.
Nice.
We should probably go check and make sure Chip didn't fall into our lava pits.
As you guys are sitting up here, suddenly you guys hear just, and you like look over the backside of the pyramid, and you see the dirt shift at the base of the pyramid. it starts to
there's
rumble,
your
and
This
suddenly,
temple has legs.
and you guys see as a tank tread ridden path that leads downwards into the base of the temple is now open.
I've gone through more mysterious passageways. Let's go.
Makes sense why I wasn't able to find the tank shed door.
What did you call it earlier? A garage door?
No, garage.
It's not
Garage
from-
sounds dumb.
Yeah.
Pronounce it more of
Garage.
garage. Yeah, there you go.
The garage door. It's like those idiots who pronounce Bologna baloney. Or debris, or Deverish debris.
Is
Fucking
it not?
losers.
Bologna?
Garage, of
No,
course,
it is
meaning,
Bologna.
gosh, a real awesome, gnarly entrance.
No, it's not an acronym. It just means this door here.
Not everything's an acronym. Rick.
Nah, that's what that means.
This door is a
Garage.
unique entity. So
Gosh,
we
gosh,
should
really
garage.
amazing.
A real awesome, gnarly entrance. Garage.
You forgot C. No, wait, no, garage. Fuck.
You want to run that one by me again?
I thought of entrance and I was like, oh, he missed the C.
Well, let's go down
So
the
do you
door.
guys go down the
Garage?
giant awesome
Garage
door?
door?
I already forgot what I said. the garage door.
The
Do
garage
we want to
door.
bring the tank inside?
We can bring the thing in later. After we figure out what's in here. I mean, for all we know, it could lead straight to a lava pit. Sure, it probably doesn't, but
I wanna go down our newly found underground garage door of awesomeness.
So you guys like get to and you can see down into the bottom level where, Roku died and you guys almost all died and that whole time.
Good times.
And you guys gaze down there and there's now a pile of dirt laying on the floor due to this dirt being piled on top of the door and dropping inward. So you guys go down.
Yes.
You guys try to like move down, but it's so slick that you guys just start to and you fall on your butts and just start scooting and then into a pile of snow, except it's a lot dirtier and a lot less like sledding as you fall into a pile of dirt. And as you like sort of like land, you look up and you see Chip near a lever that has been hidden within a stone tile, and he's pulling it. He's like, "I'll clean it up."
good job, Chip.
Huh?
Good job.
Good job. You actually found. We were looking for a door like this. We didn't know how the tanks got from in here to out there. Good job. And I put up a hand for a high five.
I did good,
Yeah.
but there's dirt on the floor.
Yes, but
So,
you found
you
the door
found
to
a-
the outside.
You found an entrance we couldn't find.
Cool. And he grabs your hand. Cool. So,
Dead shot.
So, Dench, how's it going down here?
yeah, it looks like a working factory. There's some of the parts are already made here. Some of the more finite gears and cogs and screws. That'll limit our overall cost a lot more.
Wasn't there a door in the back corner? Like there's the staircase, and then there's a door on the other side of the room that we never investigated.
Yes, there's a door next to an assembly line that extends into the next room.
Cool, let's check that out.
Same with this end of the room, but as this wall opens, you notice it's just a secret entranceway, as well as some other like sort of closet area next to it that makes up the other end of this conveyor belt.
Yeah, I want to go try and see what's on the other side of that door because
Yeah.
As you open it, it is a cross series of these molds and these lava containers, these big concrete containers that pick up and move lava. There's an even bigger lava pool. This one looks almost natural in its but it makes it a lot less safe as it's not contained into a vat. And with it, there's this huge cross section of pouring and melting this metal and these molds and this huge factory behind that is moving this conveyor belt and stuff.
Dench, how many people you think you would need here to operate this whole factory?
Well, a lot of the movement's automated, but and he like picks up a cog. We need someone to maintain the machines, and he points to a part of it where one of the teeth that are on it is missing and like broken. And he's like, one of the mold must have gotten messed up. We need people to oversee it. I don't know. Maybe I can find a guy per station. 4 more guys. Not including Chip, 3 more. I don't think you should worry about it.
Well, my question behind that was, if we're gonna have people working here, we should probably also have like an area of living spaces, so you guys actually have
We need
like
to make like a place they can sleep.
I hadn't thought about that.
Probably not in here because it's so hot and bothersome.
like right outside, maybe like a big building of connected little miniature houses, like all like built into one big building.
Just upward instead of sideways, so it takes up less space. We'll call it a hotel.
What?
Nah, I was thinking more of a apparatment.
That sounds stupid.
And then like people could like rent out to stay there.
I'm assuming our costs to stay will be waived
Covered.
due to our.
Yes, for you.
Covered if for the workers here, because we want this place to actually grow into like a functional city town area. But then we'd also need someone like a little shop for food, so they can like, so there's like food nearby.
Yeah, like a restaurant or a diner.
Right.
A tavern.
Restaurants are a thing. Like, you don't need to make it sound weird. We all know what restaurants are.
Like a restaurant where the food you get really fast. You can eat it really fast.
Food fast.
No,
Fast
it's fast
cuisine.
food.
Food and beverages quick, maybe.
Cuisine, there. People things to make up names.
I spilled soda all over myself, so I'm gonna give me a second.
Bitch.
So first off, we need however many guys it would be to run this factory. Then we need people, or then we need to hire people to build a big living space. And then we also need to find someone who can collect and serve or sell food also in the area.
I suppose you guys can hunt for it or bring your own provisions.
There isn't like no
Meantime.
animal in the forest, so yeah, that's out of the question. Unless they've come back recently.
I'll discuss it with people in Trusk. We'll see what I can set up.
And are you sure you want to uproot your entire life and take over here?
Well, my pension and guild house job offers me 2 weeks paid vacation a year, and I haven't taken a vacation, and I've been working there for 10 years.
So you're taking a vacation where you're going to do work?
What can I say?
You do
I'm
you,
very
man.
passionate about these new vehicles.
All right.
And if you decide to stay, we can pay you handsomely, and because these things sound like they're gonna be wanted and they sell for a lot, or we would sell them for a lot.
If you pay me more than my government pension job, you let me know. But until then, this is a side project.
Hey, Roku, what's government pension?
Oh. Well, Dents, you're holding on to most of our fortune. So, needless to say, we're putting a lot of trust into you. And I know I can hold it there.
Yep, I got everything covered here.
Oh, do you think, well, living in Trusk, do you know any builders or like people who can
Build.
build
Yes.
like a,
Building.
how much would it like cost to have them build like a
Building.
big building with several living, like,
Don't know. I've never done that before.
if you can talk to any of them, bring them out here. We'll talk to them. We have some other cash, money, gold that we could spend on giving you guys like living spaces, so you can actually have like a place to rest and store all your stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm content with our new deal.
I'm glad to hear it. This shall benefit us all.
So, what's the plan?
Well, I can take you back to Trust now if you want.
That would be appreciated.
Fellas, are you coming? If you don't come, you'll be stuck here.
Well,
do you want us to carry
Yeah.
the armor for you? I can put it back in this bag so it's easy to carry.
Sure.
And I start grabbing armor and shoving it back in my bag.
He's just very loosely been keeping it in his like different, the helmet he's had like tuck under his shoulder, the chest plate is like hanging off of the toolbox. It's already, Chip's got some of it on to like keep it. He's got the gauntlets on to just hold on to it a little bit better.
Just so you know, it. Hey, if you can get yourself one of these bags, I highly recommend it. For someone like you, this could be like a worker's dream.
the magical bag that can hold stuff.
Hey, if you find one, pick me up one and I'll pay back.
All right.
Keep that in mind.
Okay, are we ready?
I think so.
It's real hot in here, honestly.
Is everyone coming?
Yeah, don't forget about me. And he like runs over because you guys are in the other room. No one invited him formally into the new factory area, so he just stayed out in the other assembly line room.
I'm gonna take us back to the forge as soon as everyone's ready.
Ready?
Immediately, you guys go back to the place where you started, back to square one. But oh, so much has changed. And with that, you guys sort of drop them off in the room. Well, thanks for the opportunity. I'll get some plans drawn up. Talk to a few buddies of mine.
Thanks, Dench.
Stay out of trouble.
Oh, you know me.
Yes. Stay out of trouble. And at that, he walks inside. And honestly, thank you for the opportunity that you've given. Earlier, a couple days ago, you guys, well, not all of you collectively, but you guys brought a lion and you punched my teeth out.
It was for your own good.
Yeah, I feel a lot better about it now. So,
Don't you feel alive?
yeah, well, my mom is very upset about the cost of the tooth replacement. So
I thought Sweetie paid you.
Yeah, didn't we pay you back?
oh man, I gotta call my mom. He runs back into the fortress.
Call.
Wait, I kind of just like I have the bag and I'm like, wait, that
Just
Just put it over in that corner. Or whatever Dench wants it. Dench where you want it.
are we in the forge?
yeah.
Yeah, Dench went off into a side room into his like office area, and you guys know this front area as Gronk's been here before and Roku's been here before.
Can we just trust it being out here?
Well, I could look out for it.
Don't let
Um,
anyone take it. If it gets
only
stolen, it's your fault.
Oh, well, they won't.
If someone tries to steal it,
I'll punch him like I punched you.
All right. I've been
Nice
taking
kinda-
actually a couple courses at the Cord Temple.
At the what?
The Core Temple. That's what he
Cord
just said.
Temple.
They teach lessons.
Well, yeah, we all get together and we work out and we teach self-defense. I know about you got to plant your feet and use your velocity. You got to turn the punch. That's the secret. A lot of people don't know is you got to turn it.
I mean, it takes
Moment.
strength to use a bow. No one knows that.
Yeah. So, anyways, if you guys want to work out sometime,
Who teaches you lessons?
I never asked his name before. He said his name on the first day of class, and I'm too scared to ask what it was.
Okay, all right.
What does he look
Are you
like?
scared he's gonna punch you? That's what I thought.
Is there a class today?
No. Well, maybe. What day is it? You guys have no fucking clue what day it is yet.
Yeah.
The calendar system has not been made. Maybe, I don't know. Check it out tonight when like the sun is like set. There's usually a self-defense class.
So we want to wait around until then, or what are we? What's our plan? As I just look at us.
Well, we can't go anywhere tonight. At least not on this plane.
Or we need to find Rick. That's something we gotta do. We can find Rick and go to the airplane, I guess.
Again, week from the entire
How long is that last?
one day. I got one more day left.
Alright.
So
Well,
we
we
can
still need to find Rick.
maybe Rick's at the self-defense class.
He did teach Nikolai martial arts.
I don't know how fond he is of Cord, but it's a possibility.
Would you guys like to look around for Rick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Roll a investigation check as you guys spend the next like half hour looking around to see if you can find any weirdly shaped beings, because you know that he can change into different animals and people and stuff.
I know
14.
I know exactly where this guy is. I got a 4.
Mm-hmm. What'd you get, Hoover?
14.
Roku, do you look as well? 1.
11.
11. So you guys sort of retrace your steps from last night and try to figure out where he might have gone to. And as you walk over towards the Crimson Clover, there is a noise coming from over by the docks. And as you look over to investigate, there's a certain Kenku that usually is there and checks people's belongings and signs them up on a charter if they come and ships come by and like dock. And the Kenku is currently just squawking, and in front of her is a small and white bird with a big. It's got like one of those big fat round bodies, but its like head is small compared to it, and it's looking back and going, and then it mimics the sound back to the bird. And then the bird turns, and they keep going back and forth. And this is a very loud and repetitive cycle that you hear over by the docks.
Oh my various gods.
Don't tell me Rick is
Yeah, he's
playing
probably
with the Kenku.
I'm playing.
Wow,
Is
you
Rick-
guys hear that? That's fucking annoying. You turn around and there's a large blue-skinned man standing behind you.
Oh, that's actually better.
What are we looking at? Them? The birds?
Bird. Yeah.
We thought you might have been. I want to turn around. Is the little bird still there?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Well, we thought you got bored and started playing with the Kenku. That's not important.
Yeah, no, I did. And he snaps his fingers and the bird vanishes into thin air.
How does the Kenku react?
And it sort of moves its whole head to one side as only one eye is like visible at a side. And it's like looking around, staring at the ground and stuff.
Okay.
Well,
I spent the morning getting my face tendrils removed.
Good choice.
Okay.
you look good.
And there's just like sort of like this red, almost like acne, like herpes looking gross, like little splotches around his face. But they aren't little tentacles sticking out, so
That's an improvement.
an improvement.
The only plan we have for the rest of the day is we're gonna check the Temple of Cord, because apparently someone's teaching self-defense lessons.
We aren't going to the airplane yet?
Rope
That's
over here is
weak.
still a little tired, weak from his so
Damn.
we're gonna wait till morning and then we should
Guess
be
I'm
perfect to go.
homeless for one more night.
We're all homeless together.
It's different. You guys got people to go to, places to stay, money.
Even-
We slept next to a trough last night.
Oh, well. Sounds like you had a good time.
He was in a barrel.
Guys, I kind of realize we're not homeless at all anymore. We kind of own Sarask.
Suppose we did conquer it.
Can you stop using the term conquer? It seems a lot more
It's just such
menacing
a
than it
fun
actually
word.
does.
It is such a fun word.
I mean, yeah, you killed a few demons. We got a black pyramid, but conquer makes it seem a lot more evil and
It wasn't evil. There's nothing evil about it. We just
Wait, wait, wait.
murdered the inhabitants.
Did you say the condition you have is going to wear off tomorrow?
Is.
I believe so.
Well, it'll take us a little bit to navigate the plane. I'm sure we'll be traveling for at least a day.
Well, let's go to then right now.
All right.
Well, I don't
everyone.
want to rush you. If you guys want to go to the self-defense class,
I'm sure
I don't really.
Father can wait.
I was just curious because I don't know. We had some changes we thought of for the Cord Temple. Some positive changes.
well, I don't want to rush you. I just don't have any place to sleep tonight, and I'm tired of turning into a squirrel.
The forge
You've
has
been-
bunks.
Well,
I mean, if you're gonna whine about it, you can find your own place.
well, I'm not, guys. I'm homeless. Okay. I had Illithids, crash my house into the ground, and I got imprisoned, and they shoved a worm up my eyeball. So I'm just not having the best couple of weeks. So let's just, ease off the judgment.
I died.
Look,
Bogar died.
exactly. We're
We
all
went to
having
the
rough
abyss.
times.
Yeah, everybody's having you can have a positive outlook, or at least try.
Well-
All right. Who wants to go to the airplane?
Airplane Cord Temple.
Wanna flip a gold for it?
Alright. Heads airplane, tails gold temple.
I have a,
Tails coin
a
temple.
detailed description
Bleh.
of what a gold looks like at Convy.
They are pieces of circular gold coins, and they have like the little ridges on the outside of them, and there's a slight, sort of elevation to the outside. And in the center of the gold coins is empty gold space with no discerning features on either side of the coin.
Wanna flip a coin?
Well,
I prestidigitation to dirty one side of the coin.
Perfect.
I hold it up. Flip.
clean side, airplane, dirty cord.
Yeah.
I don't know how you want to do this.
Here, I'll
roll a
roll
d20.
Roll
And,
d20.
Evens.
Evens, clean, odds, dirty. 15 odds. Cord temple.
Cord
Coin
temple. Let's fucking destroy it, boys.
Well.
You know, I have a faint memory of trying to destroy a church once.
How'd it go? What did you do? What did you use?
No, it wasn't me. It was a dream.
No.
I had like
What would you use in your
these
dream?
Molotovs, and I walked into a church.
Oh, it's stone. It won't work.
Are you guys going to the Cord Temple then?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to come?
No, come pick me up tomorrow. And he just ducks into the Crimson Clover and like moves out of the doorway and walks into the bar for presumably not the first time.
Well,
How do you think people react to seeing a giant? Because like people here like hate every other race.
That's the opposite of court. The people here are the hated races.
yeah.
Yeah, the half orcs,
Well-
the goblins, the hobgoblins, the mug. Probably a bugbear somewhere.
So wait. If these are the hated races, why are people saying that they're going to be against teaming up with other races?
That's just Ulysses. Lunching.
When are we going to have that conversation? Try and gather them all together.
I think we need to do that at least after the arrow thing, because someone's getting very antsy.
Yeah, we should probably do that quick.
We honestly have a lot of time.
I mean, can't we just go talk to him now? What time of day is it?
About noon.
We have until dawn. We have 8-ish hours, I want to say. Would that be presumably correct, Rick? We have like
6. I would go for 6 to 7.
Well,
we have like
what's our
6,
pitch?
7 hours.
What's our pitch gonna be? We don't even have anything in Sarask. We don't have a town built. We don't have a forge or anything. There's
Exactly.
nothing to join.
Well,
You can't control what is
you know,
there.
I've seen King Ulysses before, and I think he might like the idea of a tank.
Yeah, but he might like the idea of a tank before everyone else gets a tank.
We can go talk to him.
Can we? Every time we talk to him, kind of ended in a slight him hating us more and more.
He said he liked me that one time. Kind of. In a very offhanded way.
I think if we just go talk, tell him we have this plan.
He's not really much of a thinker. I think we should get something to show him.
Well, what do we show him?
A tank. Preferably one without guns.
So that means we're gonna get all the leaders together once the tank is built. We don't even know how long the production is going to take.
We're gonna fashion them with a tank.
Okay. Dench said quick. So it's gonna be quick.
Does Dench even know how to get there?
I'm assuming. I don't know. He seemed pretty confident, didn't he?
Well, we just kind of bamfed over there. We didn't know where it was. Other people don't really know what it is.
Have faith in him. He's smart. Smartest guy I know.
Okay. So, what's the plan for the rest of the day?
I suppose we could, if you want, go tell the Lord King of our plan, and then promise him something to show him. Although we don't have it, and we don't know when we're gonna get it,
You don't have it yet.
or if we're gonna get it.
We could, if he at least gives it a shot and comes to the meeting with an open mind and allows the opportunity to at least think about allying with other people, then maybe we can give him a free tank, no weapons. And then if he wants weapons with it, we can charge him. But
Well, I mean, that's a lot of money down the drain.
Right
that
here.
is. But also,
Again, that's a conversation for later. If we have extra funds to give away like that.
Yeah.
that is true. So are we gonna promise him a tank or no?
Really, it's your call.
I don't think we should.
I think maybe not promise him a tank outright, but tell him what the tank is, what the tank can do, and then after him coming to the meeting and discussing with other leaders about having a convy alliance.
Well, we got to get that set in stone first before we bring this to him then.
This is true. So how do we convince this guy?
Well, when we have stuff to give, we talk to him.
So we're not talking to him today.
I mean, we're not going to offer him things that we don't have.
Should we at least talk to him about the
Okay,
idea?
all right, whatever you want to do, yes, let's do it.
I think we should go talk to him and tell him of the idea to bring the leaders together and consider an alliance. And then say if he decides to show, there could be awards or little or big tokens of gratitude for giving this an opportunity.
Okay, perfect.
So, Lord King Ulysses,
This whole conversation takes place as you're walking to the Capitol building, and just as you finish, you're on the steps of the Ivory Fortress, ready to enter, if you wish.
Wait, should we just put all our stuff in the bag so we have to get rid of all our weapons? Or what?
I like that idea.
Yeah, give me the evil looking bow. So I can hand it to him.
Golden grabber. Oh, why is I still have dancing rapier there? Resurrection rod.
Snowbow.
Snowbow. Evil bow.
No,
big
I want
sword.
the evil one so I can
Big
hand
sword.
it to him so he doesn't get
Vorpal sword.
suspicious.
Vorpal sword. 4 boot knives. A hatchet. Couple crossbows. I don't know what else Hogar has on him, but
As you start
I don't
shoving
care.
shit into the bag,
I don't carry crossbows.
you get like your third sword in there, and you start to shove it, and like, and it gets to the cross guard and stuck, and you have to And it sinks inside.
I think it might be full.
This thing actually can get full.
Well, what do you want to call that then? Hmm? Hmm?
I don't know. Maybe it got stuck.
On wouldn't that mean you get full?
I don't know. I wasn't really thinking. I was just kind of thinking of other items. Maybe something appeared in there, and then when you shoved it in, it kind of hit the other item. Oh well, we'll think about that later.
Yes, go in.
Oh, hi there, guys. Nice to see you again.
Hello.
There sits behind the security counter the mustachioed Goliath man. Now, before you try to fool me this time, Roku, put those gauntlets up on the counter. Yeah, that's right. We had those officially when Dench he patented them, so we have those on record. I'm sorry, but you can't bring any bladed or blunt or really any weaponry into the building. Thank you, Hogar, for complying.
And here's my 3 quivers.
Yeah,
The blades like twist out, but you extend it and twist it out.
I mean they're built to pop out and retract on at will. So you think the ability that they can't pop out is good?
Perfect.
Like
Pop them off.
undo the clasps. See, now that wasn't that hard, now was it? I'm happy to see you again. Are you going to the Lord King again this time?
Yes.
Oh,
Is he in?
And that
you want to know what? I'll let him know. I think he's in his office with his accountant at the moment, but I'm sure they can talk to you. Maybe the accountant can leave if you guys present the information. What's the purpose of the visit today, so I can just let him know the subject matter?
Money.
An offer?
That is certainly titillizing, ain't it?
What did you just say?
Titillizing? It's
Tantalizing?
titillizing?
You mean tantalizing?
No, I'm pretty sure I know what I said. Titillizing.
All right.
I'll give him a call. And he lifts up that sort of stone that he shifts the middle down, and he, Lord King, Lord King, and you guys can go on ahead and up the elevator. You know the way. Lord King, yeah. Ulysses, yeah. And you guys like sort of walk off. He's like, "Why aren't you saying anything there, buddy? What's going on up there?"
Oh no.
Does anyone have? I think I might know what's happening. And this is after we.
A female.
Is the accountant a female?
He's sort of like off on his own, like, hello.
Is the accountant a murderer?
All right.
Venison Bloodclaw the Third.
I tap the button to go up. Wait a minute. Guys.
Guys, no. Now, do you think is he gonna be dead when we open the door? Do we
Or
have
worse,
a body camera?
naked.
Wouldn't that be worse?
The elevator doors start to automatically, because no one enters.
Oh,
Bing.
I'm gonna go in.
I enter the elevator.
Okay.
Yeah, I go in. Wait, Roku.
I assume Roku, you go as well.
Roku just stands there.
Hi, guys.
The elevator just starts to move upwards.
So, what do we do if he's dead and or sexing?
Knock twice. No response. Leave him alone.
We guys roll me perception checks as you get higher up in this elevator.
What are we looking at?
Just to see what you guys hear as you approach.
I got an 8.
5.
Okay. Roku, you're going up the elevator like.
My God.
And the other two of you guys sort of like unintentionally like peek up as soon as you hear a very jolly, very, very booming sounding voice. Oh, yes. Oh, that's the stuff, ain't it? See, I told you this is. Oh, wait, where's my favorite part? Oh, and they both at the same time go, oh, oh. They start freaking out.
I don't think they're watching something.
Two guys?
There's nothing wrong about that, sweetie.
Very happy, gentlemen.
I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but
Wow.
there would be nothing wrong with that.
Ding! You guys examine inward towards the office. First of all, you see the Lord King sitting over top of his desk with his elbows on the table, with a big smile on his face and a drink in his hand. And then you see next to him a large gray anthropomorphic hippo with a monocle over his eye and a blue fancy coat strapped to him. And they're both looking at a stone that resembles a lot like the Ja'ud stones that they have here in Trusk. And it's displaying like a canvas video that you guys unfortunately recognize as Roku. You see yourself fighting Joshua as you carve this dude's head off with your hand blade on the video. Blood splatters outwards and hits the sort of what looks to be like the surface of the screen of this hologram. And they go, oh, look at this. Look at that, gentlemen. That was quite the shot. Yeah, that's what Hey, wait a minute. Am I seeing double?
No, this is just the new age of technology.
Any?
Ooh, I told you. You actually did it.
Well, we were just talking about you guys. Get on in here.
And like, get on in there.
Get in there, buddy.
And all.
Righty ho ho, chaps. I think I'll just head off into my office if that's no big of a deal. I don't mean to disrupt your You did great, by the way. And he leans in towards Roku and he skedaddles sort of like off into his office. If you guys would like, roll a perception check to see if you care about this gentleman in any sort of way. Roll a perception check.
I
30,
care every
A natural 20.
30-20.
14.
Okay, so first of all, Hogar, not paying attention this time, as you are actually trying to discern on this video that he's like paused. Where are you? You're like, is this the part where I was underneath the ring, standing on it, or was this the part where I was trying to convince them that I was still in the ring?
No, this is guys under the ring. Yeah.
The other
Not
two
my
you
precious
look,
moments.
and you see a sort of pouch at his side that is long and tubular, almost like a weapon sheath, but instead you see almost what looks to be the handle of a crossbow sticking out, as it's just the trigger of something you see. It almost looks like a crossbow, but it looks a little different, as it is some sort of wooden device that you've never seen before, a sort of fusion of wood and steel into some sort of ranged weaponry that is strapped to this hippo man's side as he quickly runs off into the other room.
Hello, Mr. Lord King.
Well,
We apologize for the interruption.
Certainly good to see you again, boys. And he picks up his drink. Now what can I help you with today?
We have an amazing offer for you today. Well, not
All right.
today, but in the future.
You got my attention.
Have you heard of the city of Sarask?
Not in some time.
Recently it was under demon control. Don't worry, the demons are gone.
Kill them.
Right, my advisors told me something about that. Where does my offer come into play?
We have what our idea is, since we are the new owners of Sarask, we have plans in place to bring Conv together again. We want the leaders from all the cities to come together and form friendly alliances. So
No goddamn way. Oh, you think Lord Palewind will take nice, kind words of me? You think he'll think that? I don't
Well,
even
I've never
remember
talked
his
to the
name.
man.
I think it was Grandella.
That's the one. You think Lord and Lady Dorgon care what I think? No, they think we're a bunch of savages. That's why we're on our own little continent in the first place.
Well, this is our idea. We don't have to all be best friends, but our idea is if some other force, whether it be from a different plane or another continent completely, tries to invade Convi, that at least we can work together. And
So
we're
you're
not
trying to put together the Empire again? Is that what I'm hearing?
Not the Empire.
Sure.
just an alliance. You don't
So
have
Like
to
an empire?
No, because empires have like one main person governing everything else.
Well, I
This is
disagree. Back when they had the empire, there was one man who, yes, he was sort of the man in charge, but they also had senators from each representing town.
well, there would be no man in charge. It would be just the senators all working together.
And a big round table.
A big round table. The idea of a round table is that, like a square table, someone sits at like
I
the head
know
of
what
a
a
table.
round table means. Look, where's
Okay.
the offer here? It's the only offer I got that I have to talk to a bunch of snooty rich folk as they sit around a table with me.
Katie can do the hand thing, show him the thingy thing that we were talking about earlier.
Yes,
Okay.
show me the thing, sweetie. You should have led with this. Show me a thing.
Along with our new city, we're in development of creating these, and I just gesture, and from the gesture, I hope this is what Roku was referring to, but I show like a hologram of the tank.
And you show it sort of like its treads moving, the sound of it, the cannon in front, like sort of turning. Whoa. What is that?
It's like
It's
an
an
armored
automated
carriage
vehicle,
that
but it doesn't use a horse.
it drives by a person steering from the inside.
What
It can
the
go.
hell? And he sort of gets out of his chair, drink still in hand, and he is leaning down to look at it. And he's like, wow.
Imagine putting like a big pickaxe on one of these things, and you can. And a big.
I didn't even
on
think
the
about
back.
that.
You can just mine stuff and transfer it to the top of the mines
Oh my.
without having to.
We're thinking of building different attachments so they're not all weapon based.
Well, that's genius. That's what that is. We'll take 8.
Well, catch is, we will only sell to those who are in the alliance.
We want
Yeah.
people to be friendly to each other. We're
You want me
offering
to
these
join
everyone.
this alliance, talk to some snooty rich people in order to get that?
We want
To be able to buy.
everyone on the same playing field. If these people are going to be acting snooty and rich, we'll tell them to stop. Basically,
Oh, so it
We
is
want
like
everyone.
the Empire, but instead of an emperor, it's you guys.
No, again, it's
Well, then
Like-
why do you get to tell us what to do?
us.
it's not. We're going to be part of this alliance. We're not saying we're better than anyone.
All right,
We're not
why
putting
are you
ourselves
part of
ahead.
the alliance again? What town do you represent exactly?
Sarask.
Sarask.
Oh, right, the demon town. That's no one wants to be. And you get to be the capital, though, but you're not the leaders.
Well, we're giving
No, there's
up
no capital.
we're giving up
Then
our
why
land
must
to
we meet
share.
at your place? Why can't they come to Trusk?
Because this is new territory that
Do
no
you
one's
want
really
the
been
snooty
to.
people
Your
first?
territory. Look, is it your territory or is it not your territory? Let's start there. Yes or no? Is it yours or not? Don't try to explain to me with big fancy words here.
It is very much so our territory.
If it's
It's
yours,
our territory.
then you are sort of proclaiming your dominance by having it at your place and organizing us and telling us what to do.
Okay, fine. We hear you. How about a neutral location then?
Oh no, I'm all right with it, but I just want you guys to admit that you're sort of telling us what to do, taking
It was
control.
convenience. We were giving up our home to the rest of you.
And really, currently, it's just a single pyramid and not much of a town.
Well, I'll tell you what. If it becomes a town, then you guys can join in and be senators all the same. But until then, it's just a meeting place for us. And we don't have to follow any of your stupid rules because you have no jurisdiction.
Hey, what? That's fair.
That's fair. The only thing we'd like to keep in order is making sure the meeting doesn't get out of hand or people don't.
That makes sense as long as you're not like, hey, well, we say you guys had to do this because this is our place. Then I'll say, well, why do we have to meet at your place? This is what we talked about in the meeting, and this is what I'll mean when I say that. If I say
that's fair.
All right, so let me sort of analyze the risks here. Okay, so I gotta talk to rich people. I gotta take a little boat ride. But I get one of those. He's not broken eye contact with the tank this entire time.
Also, sorry for interrupting your train of thought. Another thing is, do you know of any good builders around here?
Yeah, sure. There's some around here.
Maybe don't concern him with that.
Well, okay. I was just asking.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Politics can be a bit tricky.
We just want to, I guess, end the. Convy feels very separated, and everyone just constantly just doesn't like each other. We just kind of want that to end. We just want everyone to at least be accepting of each other and allow alliances if need be.
Tolerate.
Like,
roll a persuasion check with advantage because you are showing him a tank.
let's go.
Spinny tank. It goes spin.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just very slowly, just like rotating as if on like a little show table.
Okay, so I don't have expertise, sadly, but that's still a 27.
Well, you want to know what? Sign Truscon for the very first person in your what is this alliance called? Not the Empire.
Yeah, we need a
I
name.
guess the Alliance of Convy.
Mm.
The New Republic.
Could use some work. We'll
Your
workshop it.
Republic.
Republic would make more sense than any of the other ones you said because a republic represents, well, they elect officials that represent them. But to be fair, some of the officials aren't elected.
Are you elected?
I am actually.
How long is the election period?
Well,
I'm not trying to discredit you. I'm just wondering.
well, my father was elected, and that's basically the same thing.
My father was the former dictator. Now,
And then when I die, my son, because his grandpa got elected,
your son.
well, he'll be the leader here because our family got elected. So we're a democracy, really, if you ask me.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
All right.
But some of the other towns aren't gracious enough to have a democracy.
Yeah,
Maybe they could
clearly.
have kings or queens, those disgusting little titles.
You're not one of those.
No,
You don't have king in your name.
No, well, that's different. Are you insulting me?
No.
We
no,
haven't signed anything yet. I can back out.
You are a Lord King.
You are currently reminding him that he has the name King in his title.
I like. Isn't your name King?
Yeah,
I
it's
really
not a
think
title. It's my name because
Exactly.
my dad was Ulysses, Lord King Ulysses, but like his dad was just Ulysses Venison Bloodclaw the first. Well, they didn't call him the first until the second. Or
Makes sense. Makes
All right.
sense.
Makes
Oh.
sense. Checks out.
Is the job title Lord King?
Look,
Let's
you
not
have
think about this.
some sort of legal documentation to sign on to this whole deal.
We'll do that at the meeting. Right now, it's just getting everyone on board, then we'll set up a date for.
Get paper and a calligrapher.
I have one in the other room. You just saw him walk out. He's a
the guy
notary.
with the guy with the fancy thing on his hip.
The fancy crossbow.
That's the one.
May I ask what that was?
It's a fancy crossbow.
Fair
Kinda
enough.
Like the demon's harpoon.
You said he's the fancy crossbow, and I thought to myself, wow, they really got that one on the first guess. I could have him send over to maybe write something up.
It's almost like a hand cannon, like a cannon you can fit in your hands.
Maybe. I think you're thinking too much about it.
Oh. Well, we'll have to see, because at the same time, I would very much like your
He's a notary, really. He's a notary.
I would really like your notary. But at the same time, if we got someone who was also not really involved with any of the towns, so he wasn't picking sides. Not that there would be any picking sides, but
You throw us maybe 5 gold pieces for the processing fee. We'll throw that baby together. You come back a couple days, we'll show you the contract. What do you think?
as long as the contract
He's really good.
allows-
He uses big words and everything.
Maybe small
long-
words would be nice.
Fair. Some of those other nations are a bit stupid.
as
Okay.
long as the contract allows signatures for each town.
Yes,
and
it'll be.
later,
I'll
yes.
sign up top first because I'm first, and it'll recognize that, and you can use it as your new, sort of charter to put the town together. We have a constitution here in Trusk, so maybe you should get one of those ready as well.
Well,
Or Sarask?
No, for Trusk. What do you? Yes, no, you need to write one for Sarask. Look, my father and I built this town
okay.
from the ground up. If you want to learn how to run a town, take advice from me.
Maybe we can take advice from everyone.
About you write up this deal between us. Nothing about Sarask or the other countries, just our deal. We'll come back in a couple days and maybe we'll sign off on it.
Sold.
I take out 5 gold pieces and I set it on a table.
If you honestly if you want to stick around, we could watch the fight on my crystal. And he'll just finish that right up. If you don't want to come back later.
I remember that fight well enough. I don't need to watch it.
And we'd love to participate more, but we are banned from the Rumpus Ring.
Right. Well, you killed a guy, so
Yeah.
it was pretty rad, though.
It's par for the course.
Yeah. But all you guys got banned. So.
I think I'm using that correctly.
Well, I'll unban you guys if you bribe me.
Would you like a discount on your tanks?
I certainly would. How
Okay.
much are we talking?
Well, it's
25%
usually
discount.
A 5%? Well, how
on the
much are we
first.
running? I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about finances. 5% sounds fine to me.
5% discount on all
on
8
the
you said of your
first-
tanks?
Yes.
the first tank. On the first tank.
Whoa. I don't know. I'm sort of throwing myself out into the wind here, letting you back in. People recognize you, Roku. It's not like you're some nobody like him and he wants to hold our. Like,
Holgar was
he,
in that
he
same
was
fight.
there, but you cut a guy's fucking head off in front of everybody.
I remember. All right, I don't even want in. It's fine.
You don't want. All right, well. I mean, 5% off the tanks for me, and
Let's see, 5%. That would be
What's her plan on selling them for?
Well,
we
it's
haven't
kind
decided
of
that yet, so
unofficial here.
because we only have the materials price. We don't have how much we enter the workers each day, and the maintenance fees. and all the other stuff.
Maybe I'll give you I don't know, something else I could give you that would sweeten the deal. You guys want to pardon from prison in case that ever happens?
Actually, yes.
All right.
I would love one of those.
I'll sign your pardon right now. I'll get that written up in the other room. 5% off the discount, 5% off the tanks. Pardon in the other room. We'll get those written up and
unbanned.
And unbanned from the rumpus ring. So in case you ever go to jail, you just whip it out. And even if I'm not even in office anymore, if it's my son, it'll be fine.
For all three of us, right?
All three. Do you want some for your other two friends that aren't around much anymore?
Actually, yeah.
Grog's not gonna get into jail ever. And Nikolai might be a cloud. We are not so sure.
Right, well, I can't pardon clouds, unfortunately.
You sure?
Yeah, I've tried.
The three pardons.
It's perfect.
And it's perfect.
All right, perfect.
You said there's builders in town, right?
I'm sure.
Well, let's we can figure that out.
Well, it's been a pleasure doing business with you, and I extend a hand for a handshake.
And he, drink glass and cigar in one hand, has to swap it as he goes to handshake you.
I take off my glove and we shot a hand for a handshake.
Right. Just whatever. We don't need to do this.
I'm gonna make him swap and go with my left hand.
And he goes into your hand.
Cigar just into your wrist.
I don't even feel it.
And he sort of sits back in his desk and like, yeah, what do you want? Why are you calling me? And you just hear like panic from the other end of the sending stone.
Yeah, the three people are coming to see you, sir. Yeah, they're already here.
You haven't been answering. I thought maybe they killed you. And geez. And he's like, you need to calm down. Do you want to smoke, Steven?
And I just kind of went back up to the elevator and
you just back up. Ding. Start to lower.
Well, that went actually really well.
Yeah, I thought he would be a lot more against it. Yeah. Everyone made it sound like he'd be so against this idea.
Like you notice that like he's an idiot. Like he's very obviously unintelligent. But
I showed him something shiny and he was like,
when you guys first like started discussing like the terms of the government, he was like, oh, this is like, he's like, I know the leaders from the other towns, and he starts discussing things like with like very much confidence. And like, so like you understand why he's in the position he is, because like he can be charismatic if that's your type of guy, and he's an idiot, but he also knows about like ruling, and that's it. So
You're
like
also he's a dictator, kind of.
Basically, they're monarchs, yeah. Literally, king is in his title, and he made a point to be like, "Oh, I sure do hate all those other people that monarchy. It's terrible." And he was like, because as you know, Hogar, he's been in power for 20 some years. Ever since you've existed, this dude has been like Lord King of Trusk. And he's like, well, I was elected. You were like, for 20 years?
That's how. Okay, so if we sell tanks for 250,000 gold, then with the 5% discount, it'll be 237,500 gold with the 5% discount.
That's not bad. And pardons for the crimes they're about to commit.
On the church. That was perfect.
I'm not helping you with this.
Blow up a church, immediately
I wasn't
come out
even
of jail.
sure if I was going to do it. And then he just handed me a pardon. I'm like,
Well, technically, it's not handed to you yet. So you might have to
gotta wait
spend
for
a
it.
night in jail or something before the documentation gets sorted out.
Well, if you flood the church, you can't be like, no, I'm not going to help you. You blew up a church.
Well, we just gotta wait for the
man.
pardon, then we're golden.
Yeah, my advice to you, not as me, Dungeon Master, as Garrick, wait till the sheet of paper is in your hand before you burn down churches.
He said come back in like an hour, right?
Mhm.
Oh god, that was great.
So yeah, do you guys do anything else as you wait for the self-defense class? Presumably, are you guys still doing that tonight?
Yeah. And then,
Yeah.
burn
We're
the church
definitely
down.
going to watch self-defense.
Yep.
Self-defense.
And not gonna beat all the people up there.
No, not that. We're definitely not hurting anyone.
Nope.
Just watching
Uh-huh.
the self-defense. Oh, that's it. Only self-defense. That's the only thing we're going to be looking at.
And maybe a couple murders.
No. Just self-defense. We're just gonna look at the self-defense and be like, "That's self-defense."
So
That's
do you guys
self-defense.
do anything to pass your time?
I wanna.
Wait, do you still have the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Could I have my axe?
Wait, are we in the building still?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to stay in the building?
I was gonna wait the hour until we.
Okay, yeah.
Don't take your axe out in the building.
Why
We'll
not?
have to have our weapons. We don't have our weapons with us.
Well, I mean, why not?
Presumably, you only get the pardon for one crime. So, murdering people, burning down a church, and wielding weapons on government property where those aren't. Maybe one, like, you could only get away with one of those with the pardon, you think, but maybe two if those they were related close enough.
All right. Fair enough.
You guys sort of sit in this lobby on like a very red, velvety sort of area. I don't know if you guys have ever been to the Senate building. I was there recently when I stormed it with me and my buddies, but no, but I went there one, and I don't know. It's very like wooden, like architecture, but they have like a very like chic, sort of nice. It's a very nice like sort of waiting area as well. There's a lot of people that move through, very important looking people, and you're like, should I know who that is? Some dude walks by in like a suit and a tie. And
Oh, you meant a real Senate building. I thought you were talking about like Star Wars Senate building. I was like, what?
Oh,
Were
yeah,
you?
Senate.
yeah, no. So you guys sort of sit and wait for a while, and people like are like that are moving past because they presumably have important work to do here at the Ivory Fortress. Will like look at you like and like scowl like, what the fuck are you guys doing here? And sort of walk up the stairs and move away.
An armored man, a little guy in a suit, and a wild man in the lounge. Just
Speedy doesn't have a suit. What are you talking about? He used to.
I
You
used
got a
to get
sweater.
I wore a sweater and a green chest plate.
And yeah, is there anything you'd like to do for this time?
Are there like magazines or like do they have like do they have like one of those little kids corners with like little toys like a dad's office?
They got like one of those things with like you take the little fucking thing with the hole in it and you move them around
The beads and you
yeah,
just like,
yeah. Which was everywhere for some reason.
no idea what they're called, but they're there.
No, there's not. But there is a newspaper, like literally a newspaper.
Let's fucking read the news. We haven't done that. I don't. What's happening in Trusk or
The Trusk Times is a highly established print journalism, and front page news. It says. Give me a sec here. I don't know what's going on to my Zoom. Okay, it says, it says Orin self-defense, and it goes on to show a written out picture of some sort of like artwork of presumably sort of a padded room in these sort of this dojo-esque building where they have a man covered in white fur that almost looks sort of feline with his claws out, sort of like pounced and ready to go. He's wearing a gi, but only the pants, as his shirt is completely off, and he's got these pecs bulging out under his fur. It's very strange. As a cat person, it's weird for it to be him to be muscular. And it goes on to explain about how this new self-defense craze has been taking over the Cord Temple area, and it's motivated a lot more people to use the Cord Temple, as it was built a while ago and then sort of died down after it was around for a while, and then it's this new big boom of people, and for just 10 gold per person you can register for his self-defense classes. And then you go to flip on to political issues. You see an editorial column, a whole page, 6 different people giving their opinions on the Lord King Ulysses and his handling of things, and how he handled the Urtrus plague, if that was appropriate or not, is a big topic, as a lot of people died and people blame it on him. And you even see the last person on they're all anonymously posted. The last person on the list talks about how he entrusted the fate of presumably his entire nation on some group of random strangers to help him out with this plague. And they were in the mines. They beat up a bunch of kobolds and Boothgard Glam himself, and they were big jerks. They stole, they swore, they ruined everything that Trusk is and should be, just for a profit. And Lord King Ulysses continues to treat them like his little pets, and that he can order them around and they will do whatever he wants. And you were like, I do not. Like, you immediately know who they're talking about and take immediate offense to it. And yeah, that's what you get to indulge in for the little while.
When I get like stuff like that, like the important details, like people hating on us for helping, and the self-defense stuff, I kind of like share. I just kind of be like, yeah, look at this to these guys.
Okay, you do, and I don't know if anybody else's dad or dad-like figure does this, but every time they'll be reading something interesting and they'll go, oh, well, that's weird, and not elaborate. So you have to ask, like, what's weird? And they'll go, oh, this thing. Like, so that's what Sweetie does to engage in conversation. He's like, oh, can you believe that? And you guys are like,
what? Oh, people put lies in the tablets all the time.
Oh,
Why says not to trust them?
I mean, look how lies like look up and see people like glaring at us like, well, I don't think that's really a lie.
And then you flip to the back page and there's a page of advertisements for X-ray specs, teleportation rays, and sea monkeys. And there's these little hand-drawn advertisements of all this stuff, and it's like only 1 gold piece.
Is there like contractors or like builders?
There is not like a help wanted section or that sort of looking for jobs or apartments or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess after I get done reading it, just kind of like hold it out, be like, does anyone else want to read it?
Is there a dartboard?
No, this is a Senate building. This is a place where professional people who determine the fate of lives everywhere go to meet, have
Lives on this
things.
one island.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other cities other than this main one?
On Trusk?
Yeah.
No, which is weird because you've seen how big Trusk is on the map.
It's new, right? Like it's relatively new.
Especially compared to everything else. Yeah, super new.
Checks out.
So is there anything else you want to do? You guys don't want to, I don't know, break in anywhere? I'm not encouraging you. I'm just asking. This is kind of commonplace with you guys.
Just going to twiddle my thumbs for a little bit. Wait in the waiting room.
Well, I don't have any in my knives, so I can't carve an arrow. I'll just run my hands along one of my wood carvings.
For the first
Maybe-
time. Oh, sorry.
Maybe look through some walls with X-ray, see if I can catch anybody doing anything.
Roll a perception check.
You're gonna regret that.
9.
Bathroom, urinals.
Ah!
Immediately, you see some orc just like, oh, and he pees all over the seat. He just kind of looks around, like,
Oh, come on!
and walks out. The lower you rolled meant the worse of a thing you were gonna find, not how well you were able to see it.
So I instantly just stopped as soon as I started.
Yeah, like, God, why do I see so many people doing their bodily functions recently? With my, as the thought of the Kuatoans with their breeding process comes back to mind.
And then I contemplate my life choices.
So for the first time in this entire campaign, you guys use your downtime doing absolutely nothing, just staring around, reading, and not even like a magical book, just the newspaper. You guys evolved into boring adults, shadows of your former
Just
self.
Take
pull
turns
up-
making dad noises.
I pull up the monster journal I picked up that one time from the zombie beholder place.
Mm.
Is there anything else in there other than stuff about lycanthropy?
Nope, it's just a little journal. It's about yay big. It's like a very little like pocket notebook sort of a thing, and it just tells about lycanthropy and demons, a devourer that you fought. Presumably, boredom gets to you. It wears you down over the course of several hours. As you can no longer wait, you emerge back up top, where Ulysses sort of like splays out these papers. Just in time.
Oh my God.
Here's a pardon for you, Hogar. Here's a pardon
Thank you.
for you, Sweetie. I didn't know your full actual name, so I just put Sweetie in quotation marks. And you look and you see like the official documentation, and then just Sweetie. But they'll get it. It's fine. And Roku. But you guys see on your guys' Roku, you get Roku of the Clan Tempest, and Hogar, you get Hogar Swift Strike. So you get your full legal names on here too.
I don't have
Sweetie.
a last name.
Thank you.
Legal.
Legal.
And of course, here's a bit of a contract we wrote up, and you guys see as there's like he like flips to the back of the pages where the conclusion lies, and there's a bunch of X's like where you sign contracts usually, and at the very very top he signs in big lofty letters, Lord King Ulysses Stabber Venison Bloodclaw the Third, and he dots it, smiley face with a little tusks, because that is how he signs legal documentation.
All right, let's I guess check it over and see if he screwed us.
All right, who wants to read it over?
All of us, because a couple
Yeah,
of us are really dumb.
All right, all you roll investigation checks as you are trying to read basically lawyer talk. You're like, what the fuck?
I rolled a 15.
I rolled a 16.
I got a 15.
Hey,
So you all kind of get what's going on here.
Yeah.
It basically just means when signed, I comply to meet at Skotua at a previously agreed upon time. I will not cause a ruckus nor judge. It's a very like a non-discrimination act, that like a non-harassment thing. It's like plenty of pages just covering bases for all these things. And then at the very end, it's like a footnote subsection that leads you to like reroutes you to a page that reroutes you to another paragraph that says, with the signing of this contract, Lord King Ulysses Stabber III receives 5% off of all of his orders of the imports and exports of Skotua? No,
Sarask.
Sarask, thank you. Sorry.
I mean, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. This seems in place. In that last page, you said it has like X's everywhere, like one for each like city, right?
City, yeah. Each
Okay.
leader. So it has a space for, and it like lists the name of the territory.
Okay.
So there is a Sarask, Etrusk, Skotua, Platinum City, the Waterfront, the Palewind, Volcara, Aldrin, and Brighton.
Is there a way we can take out that page without disturbing the rest of it where it says he gets 5% off?
You could certainly try, but it would
I
take
don't want to like sneakily I just don't want the other people signing it to see it.
You wouldn't notice, like, but you like scanned over every single section of it, and you don't know how likely they are to notice, as it purposefully goes to different goes into footnotes of different pages to
If
leave a
someone
lasting.
finds it, they're gonna be pissed. This is what I'm saying.
Isn't this one just supposed to be for him?
Well, he kind of wrote it up for our overall agreement.
We can use as a basis for the overall.
We can just copy paste it onto a different page and then just leave out that section.
For the rest of them, yeah.
Is he here for this? Does he
I mean, do you guys want to have this in the room, or I'm presuming you guys took it outside? I'm hoping.
Yeah, I thought we kind of left.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're sort of walking back out the place. So sorry for disturbing you at the beginning there. Didn't want to mess up your meeting with me yelling through the sending stone. Here's all your weapons back. Have a good day. You guys sort of walk outside.
After
most my real bow.
Yeah, I open up the bag and start taking all our stuff back out.
You just lift up the demon bow and you just hear.
Shut up.
Hold me, devour with the. Coming back in the.
Is it speaking of missile?
Yeah.
I can understand everything it says.
Yeah, exactly. You just hear it. You hear it asking to devour, and more souls are fed to the. And you just
get in the bag, Nebby.
Best way to handle a cursed item is to just be like, shut the fuck up, throw it in the bag.
Or just accept the cursed and do what it wants. Give in.
Yes, my power shall go. Now, fuck you. No, I'm not having another one of these talking weapon things.
Boot knife.
We have to go back in, don't we, to sign the thing?
We signed it, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Yep.
Did you guys sign?
The thing.
The papers we now have?
Yeah.
Also, who has them?
Does he have a copy, and do we have a copy?
He presumably gave you. He only had one set of this paper.
Okay.
And you guys notice as well, after all the delegation that you guys talked to Lord King Ulysses with, there's a space to sign for Sarask on that document.
One space?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean,
we all try and fit our names. Do you want me to?
How long is the line?
I mean, it's not long enough to write Lord King Stab a Third Ulysses Venison Bloodclaw the Third, but he fit it anyways. It like trails down the side of the page.
Please, probably fit Roku, Clan Tempest, Sweetie. Sweetie, what's your full name?
I'll write that afterwards. You don't need to.
Yeah, we can all put it on here.
I mean, you're not entirely sure that having 3 names on this docket will be entirely seen as cool, but you know that at least one other town of Volcara has Lord and Lady Doragon who run it. So
we can just come up with a single name for a single title for all 3 of us.
Oh yes, fraud.
We should have one of our names, but I don't think it should really be up to us to decide that, because we're all gonna kind of be greedy and be like, I want the title. I want
I
to
don't
be
want
the
the
leader. I
title.
want to
Don't
be
give
the
me the
leader.
title. I do not want to be the leader.
Well, I guess it's between Roku and I.
God, I don't want to be the leader. I want to be some random guy who goes out and kills monsters so that people can be safe.
And somehow you got yourself into this. Oh, how crazy life is.
I'll try basically anything during your political intrigue. It does not intrigue me.
That's okay. I get it.
So
So
you guys are
Roku,
going
should
out
we
the deep
play?
and I'll shoot both of you.
That's also fair. Roku, should I sign or should you? Or
We'll decide that at some point.
Flip a coin.
You pull out the one side clean, one side dirty coin.
I'm just saying,
Rick?
hold up.
Yo, what's up?
Can you roll it?
Can I roll it?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be odds, you be evens.
You guys got to call it though.
okay.
Okay, I'm odds, he's evens.
Which
Evens.
one's dirty?
Dirty's odds. Dirty.
Dirty odds, clean evens.
Do you actually grab it in there?
I got it on its way down.
So Sweetie flicks it up as he is the coin bearer, and it starts to, and you guys see just Hogar just. What do you do with it, Hogar? You guys can see the dirt is firmly caked onwards in Hogar's palm as the clean side shines up.
I didn't think you were going to say that. We're okay with this decision of a coin flip.
Yep, fair enough.
For now, sure. I take it back to.
I feel like if any of you guys had a problem with the decision, you shouldn't coin flip it. Like,
Hey, I guess someone get me an ink and some quill. A quill and some ink. I have a paper to sign.
does anyone have a quill and ink?
I mean, what am I supposed to do for you?
I have wood. You want wood? I can make you a pencil.
Charcoal, maybe? Blood?
Stab yourself
Those an
into
option?
blood for the blood god.
No, we're not. No one.
Wait,
we already have enough
which god is
gods
that?
involved.
Is that the Raven Queen? Is she the blood god?
I hope she's the blood god.
I don't think there's a blood.
Roku,
god.
for the first time in a while, you're like, oh shit, the Raven Queen. I wonder what she's up to.
Oh,
I haven't thought about the lady friend in a while.
Remember when she like kicked that tank? She was like, "Yeah." No. Okay.
Remember when you guys were in a killer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, now you
I
guys
have a
stare
plan.
at the Brighton, and she has to sign on this sheet in some capacity. So
Are we just never gonna tell him that we kind of had infraction and go to on before him?
No, that didn't seem smart.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I didn't say anything.
Oh, we're gonna have to offer Chief Pozar a discount too, because he helped us kill everybody there.
That seems at least more
Raven
fair
Queen
than-
helped you guys too.
She didn't say she wanted any tanks though.
Alright.
So if she wants them, full price.
He's got big monster ravens himself.
Chief Pozar, I think she'll almost get more of a discount
Yeah,
as well
I can
because
agree
he
with
actually like
You guys were worried about somebody seeing the 5% discount, but now you're like, oh shit, he's only gonna see 5%. He's gonna be pissed.
that. He's getting a discount.
Yeah. You guys are getting paid. So basically, what do you guys want to do now? The sun is less high in the air, but it's still daytime.
Daylight.
Highway.
I knew you couldn't resist.
I was gonna say peanut butter chocolate cake with Kool-Aid. That's my favorite line.
I'm a head to the Cord Temple, and then if Sweetie's got to do something, signing a paper, he can meet me there.
I am not gonna
Yeah,
have fun the burning of a temple.
I also am very curious about burning down. I mean, seeing a temple,
Burning it down brutally.
I'm gonna go to the beach.
seeing the temple.
You're gonna go to the beach, Ogar?
Yeah.
All right. You sort of, since you're on your own here, walk to the beach, stare out into the waves.
I'm gonna actually for a walk around the non-city of Tarath and just see what's out in the forest.
You walk past the bounds of the city, sort of outside of Lamock's house that you guys saw the warthog in or hog in originally.
Oh, what a good boy.
And you walk for about a mile, 2 miles, and then as you get out of this wooded area, it stops. The island is like done. And you think back to the Crimson Clover, which is on the other side of the island, basically. Like you can walk across this island in a couple hours.
It looks big on the map.
So that's weird for you, first of all. Yeah, but that's kind of what you learn from your walk a little bit. The other two of you go.
Super giants.
The other two of you go to the gym, and you guys see first of all people sort of lifting weights, sort of dumbbells and full on bench presses. And then there comes that sort of padded room that looks like the dojo area, and in one corner you see a man, what you call a turtle, as he's sort of black and greenish colored. He looks sort of like rotted and old, but he's slowly like, and he very slowly lifts up his leg to kick, and you see as he does a jump kick in the air, as he jumps, he slows down through midair as well, as he it lands very slowly. As well as you see these three other people dressed in matching outfits. They have sort of a wife beater, sort of an A shirt, sort of a thing. I don't know what those are actually called besides wife beaters. And these like gi sort of pants with belts tied around them and bandanas. One of them is wearing all red, one of them is wearing all blue, and one of them is wearing all yellow. And they are sitting there and they're going, ha, ha, and they're in tandem with one another at the exact same time. They throw a kick and it's like they are all connected, like as they are like moving up and down. In Taekwondo I used to do, we had forms where we would like sort of kick, and it would be this sort of organized, not like really a fight, but you're just demonstrating moves as you move in certain places. Sometimes you turn, and they're all doing that, but at the exact same time.
Want to learn some self-defense, sweetie?
Yeah.
Let's learn some self-defense, sweetie.
I open my bag and dig in for 20 gold pieces that I may or may not have taken off.
No, I got this. Don't worry.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna go find someone to give it to.
Okay, there's a sort of a front desk area that you walk past in that room, but there's no one manning it at the moment, as it seems the self-defense class has not started yet, and these are just independent people practicing.
Hey, Roku. I have an idea. Since you're like the son of Cord and stuff, what if you? I kind of like whisper just to like so people don't hear. What if instead of us just burning this temple to the ground, what if you just try and convince them that Cord has turned and is now evil, and so people turn away on their own instead of seeing an act of like terrorism. What if we try and convert them peacefully?
Sweetie, can I be honest with you for a second?
Yeah.
I don't really give a damn. I just kind of want to watch it burn.
That's fair, but maybe convert people and then we can burn it to the ground. Say he's turned, and then maybe some people might help us burn it.
Well, he hasn't turned. I'm not one for lies. He's just who he is.
Has he not turned on you, Roku?
No, he did turn his back on me, but I suppose it's my fault for not realizing it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that means he's turned.
On me, yeah. Okay. We can agree on that.
So if we tell the people he's turned, maybe just leave out a few details.
I have lied before. However, I'm not very good at it.
Well, I am.
You guys get interrupted as a loud noise erupts from the other room. The three people in the matching clothes doing the same forms, all of a sudden, the man dressed in red goes, Hellhound! And the one in orange goes, Owl Bear! And the woman in blue goes, Mermaid! We are! And they do, and then all of a sudden, they do this pose where they line up together, all posed combatively with their separate weapons out that also are colored in their own ways. And they go, the Danger Rangers! Ha!
Oh, fuck me.
That was a good practice today, guys. That was really good.
It's fucking embarrassing.
Debbie, I really liked your choreography. I felt it when you said mermaid. I was really, really feeling it.
Hey, sweetie, you know what? I feel like these people belong with Cord. Okay? He's the type of people he deserves.
Well, yeah, but if they stop believing in him, I think he might become weaker. So when we go in to kill him, I think it'd be easier if he had less followers. When that makes sense. Isn't that what happened with Celestian?
Let's destroy his temple. Nowhere to worship him.
I mean, they can still go home and pray to him. I don't know. Converting their faith, I feel like, is more powerful than taking down a monument.
I mean, I did say that I just wanted to watch it burn. How we're putting extra steps in here.
You know, we could do both.
I'd like to sit in on the class first, if you don't mind.
Oh, no, I was planning on watching.
All right, let's learn some self-defense.
All right. The first person to show up to the class is a man dressed in what looks to be fancier garb than you were expecting. He doesn't have a full gi on. And as he walks past, this is a dragonborn. And he looks rather old. And he has this sort of orangish, sort of shiny coloration to him. And as he walks past you, he stops himself and like looks back and goes, "You guys new around here?"
Yep.
Yeah, we wanted to sit in and watch the class.
Are you mercenary types?
Nope.
Nope, just friendly people wanting to watch.
Looking for self-defense.
You're not any sort of adventurers.
Fully decked down armor and weapons. Nope.
You're not adventurers in any way.
I mean,
We do a little
we've
bit.
hunted a bear before.
Then why do you have the hand and eye of Vecna?
Well, funny story. Right. I found it.
Look, if you fellows are interested in powerful magics, you can find me at, and he gives you this address, middle of town where you guys had the sort of trade deal, the auction on the amulet originally after Sid bought it. It's on Main Street, but it's like the far end of Main Street. It's not the town square. It's off in the middle.
Okay, I was like fucking with him to begin with, but now that he's like being serious, I'm also returning his vibe. Because
Midtown Auction, Far Main Street, Dragonborn. Have it written down.
It's the luxury apartments. The one where the light bulb always flickers out front.
Now, are you a Cord follower?
No, I'm not that religious.
Oh, that's fine. That's beautiful. You know what? That's beautiful.
We'll stop by tonight. Is that okay?
That's perfect.
Is there
But
someone
first,
who's... Never mind.
I gotta make sure you guys are all right. You won't tell the authorities on me or anything, right?
No.
Well, no, I think we'll be okay.
And I have very high level magic at a high level cost. Do you understand? Do you have the gold?
No, I'm not going to drop it. What's a gold?
A sarcophagus.
We're about to make a scene.
sarcophagus. Good. And he walks over to the other end of the room. And then the three color individuals with the color themes walk over. The main guy who's wearing all red is like, he's a human, which is very rare in Trusk. Stands up pretty tall, very athletic build. He just looks like a straight white dude, really not discernible. As he just has like sort of medium length hair that's sort of like fluffed off to the side a little bit. Just looks like he's just kind of a long neck. That's about his only properties is his neck is really long and he's got the muscles. Hey guys, we don't see you around very often.
We're
New.
we're not here much.
Look, if you guys are looking for help, you can call us. We're the Danger Rangers.
Three
Um,
chromatic people
what's
fighting.
what's that mean? Being a Danger Ranger, are you like a police force for danger?
Ghosts, monsters, anything that causes you fright, we're on it. You can call us the Danger Rangers. We've been practicing our whole lives in fighting weird and sort of like creatures and magic and stuff.
Oh, yeah, like what?
Like I literally forgot the name I gave her like 2 minutes ago. Tell her.
Danger Rangers?
No, the specific woman I gave her a name. Yeah, the mermaid lady. I forgot the name I gave her.
Charlene?
Charlene. tell them about the stuff we killed. It's this, again, human, blonde, very average looking. Well, we're a bunch of teenagers. We're 19, so like not teens, but like we're 19.
You see these two things in this jar?
I'm like, oh my god! Like when they're telling me, I'm mind blown.
And we're like 3 teens and like I don't know, Kevin, what do you think? And we got attitude, you know? What's up?
Holy shit!
So
They got attitude.
yeah. Anyway,
I wanna-
if you need anything done,
You guys are so cool.
I want to just lift up my jar of 2 little baby elithids. You guys know what these things are?
what the hell is that, man? What the hell? Get away from my face. Ew, I think one of them just winked at me.
He likes you.
Let's just say these things came from a deep layer underground. Have you guys gone on to any secret underground layers?
Funny. Look, we don't want to waste your time. We were just getting the word out there. See you later. And they walk out. And Hogar, at this point, do you join them at all?
Sure.
You walk in and you see these three walking out like, sup, dude.
What fucking imbeciles?
And Hogar shows up.
Sup? I walk to the other side of the island.
Okay.
This isn't that big of an island.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that big.
That's all.
Those guys you're younger than I am. Or Roku
Uh,
How old are you, Roku?
20.
I'm older than you.
I have not been doing this very long.
wait, Hogar, how old are you?
23.
You're older than me.
I'm older than you.
I'm 22.
You're not like 30 something.
I pictured you as like 45.
Yeah, me too.
So
Old
you
and
just-
grouchy.
Midlife crisis.
Well, midlife crisis. Well, I'm also half the size, so my lifespan's half as long, right?
Checks out.
So
Well, shit. Now
Not how that
don't
works.
live
I-
group.
That is
I don't
exactly
think
how
that's
that
how-
works.
In
I'm like
fact,
a
you
dog,
live
right?
to
I only
be,
live
like,
for 22
several
years.
hundred years old as a halfling, even partially halfling.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we still waiting for the head dude to show up?
Eventually, you guys see this very grayish skinned cat man enter, who is shirtless even as he walks in, and as he walks, he struts with like that WWE performer walk as he walks in. Are you looking to join the class?
Yeah, we'd like to learn some defense.
Gold?
Of course, gold. Yeah,
Diligence, I teach is very valuable.
I'm gonna hit him with the 30 gold. Get hit with the Salt Bay action.
Come with me on the mats. And eventually this class starts filling up with other people. They actually, as they get big, like they start forming rows, and you guys get placed at like the back of the room because you guys are the new joiners. The turtle man slowly makes his way to the top front of the class, as he's apparently been here the longest. And yeah, welcome everyone. We have some new people with us tonight, so let's be extra gentle. Now everybody. And he snaps a pose as he spreads his legs apart. His veins stretch out as he punches in the front of him. Do as I do!
I'm cracking up in the back.
I'm doing it silently.
Looking over at Roku like, is this guy serious?
And you can see sweat starts pouring out of him across his fur. With 3 punches in, he has the intensity that make him sweat. I cannot hear you. Say it louder.
I guess I start joining.
Precisely what sound do you make, though?
Ugh.
You know,
The
After a couple minutes, it turns into just people are just screaming everywhere. Yeah, and he just eventually, all right, I will have you demonstrate with me. And he pulls up the turtle man, and the turtle's like, oh, it's my lucky day. And he slowly walks up, and the man like brings him up closer. So if there is an attacker, right? And he grabs you like this. And he like grabs him on the shoulder and takes his arm. What are you gonna do about it? Grab me where I grabbed you. You understand? The guy on the floor, the turtle has reverted into his shell, just spinning around on the floor. Everyone, turn to the person to your left. Do it. Go.
I turn to my left. Who's to my left?
You are the odd person out as you turn to your left and there's no one standing there. As you three have made it an odd numbered class.
Well, guys,
I just like, well, actually, I want to look around the classroom. Are there any other shorter races?
No, everyone has their partners. Everyone's been here before, it looks like, or at least is making friends easier than you guys.
Are we still wearing our? Should we still be wearing our armor for this?
I mean, you guys are wearing your armor. It doesn't matter if you should be.
I'm gonna take my chest plate off. You know, don't need to protect myself from.
And
the
it's literally
blows.
just people like, and then they'll just get flipped over top of the head.
Right,
Oh,
sweetie.
I remember this. I
take
remember
off
doing
my
this in
chest
wrestling.
plates. Yeah, I remember this type of stuff in Taekwondo.
I take off
Oh.
my armor jacket. So I'm just lifting my undershirt and pants.
Hey, Roku, grab me.
No, well, yeah, you try and flip me, right?
I think that's how it works.
Hey, you in the back. And he points to Hogar.
Me?
You need a partner?
Yes.
He walks through the crowd. He's glistening with sweat. His fur has been matted down with sweat as he is 10 minutes into class. All right, try to grab me. Anywhere. This is the advanced course. You could just start grabbing. I'll see if I can deflect you.
I try and grab him.
I need you to roll an acrobatics check. And he's gonna roll an athletics.
Ooh. Ooh, I'm proficient. That's a 23.
You go to like grab him, and like literally the minuscule amount of contact, and he takes your arm and twists it. It's so like so much that it hurts, and you're like, "Oh fuck!" Like this is actually painful. And he spins you around 4 times, throws you across the room. That is, you can also do that if they grab you. You can throw him over there. That's what I did with him. And the whole class is like, "Oh, I could throw him across the room."
Yes, throw the archer far away from you.
And he comes over. He's got his cat tongue out, sort of like, "I help you up." And I need you to make an acrobatics check, or roll an athletics check if you're attempting to pull him.
All right.
Hey guys, would
Dirty
you like
20.
to?
Dirty 20.
Mhm.
Would
He
you guys
like
like to buy some cram?
cram.
Cram. The traveling NPC has entered the chat, and he asked if I want to buy some cram.
Say yes.
I'd like some cram.
Yeah, I did.
As you lift your hand up, he senses you're about to pull him down. He moves himself backwards, sinks his feet into the ground, claws come out, sinking into the mat, and he throws you over top of his head while spouting gibberish. And he stands back up and he's like, "You need to slap the mat when you fall. You need to slap the mat so you don't get hurt. So you don't tuck in, you slap the mat." And it goes on like this for a while.
I want to imagine he throws me against the wall at some point and I just stick to
You
it.
just you're like a dart that gets like stuck into the wall. Just yeah.
Now
And
you try and grab me.
all right, if you say so. And he's gonna attempt to grab you.
God. Ooh. 26.
Yeah, he goes to grab you, and you get the jump on him. What would you like to do?
I would like to, flip around using his arm and stand on and end up on his shoulders.
You, and just stand on top of him, weirdly stacked. As he, very interesting, my friend. And yeah, that goes on like this for a while. Sweetie,
I don't know what to do now. I'm up
like
here.
to you like
Sorry,
to
I
try
was
this on one another?
discussing the price of
Cram.
quills and cram ink. Sorry. I would like to try and flip Roku over me after he grabs me.
Roll participating athletics checks, both of you.
I am halfling.
I'm at -4, but +4 because of proficiency, right?
If,
Yeah.
if that
Question:
is,
in
yeah,
this sense, are we allies? So would I get the +4?
it's not
No,
a saving
this
throw,
isn't a
it's a skill
saving throw,
check.
dude.
Oh, sorry. Big
So
dumb, big dumb.
15.
Just athletics. That's an 11.
Roku.
He tries to flip me, and I just kind of stay there. I'm like bending down to like touch his shoulder.
As he's like trying to flip you, the Roku and this other dude are just going ham. They're flying across the room, and at one point, the teacher lands next to you and choke slam him. What
the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Oh.
You're gonna choke slam him.
I'm gonna choke slam.
And he's like, yes. And as you lift him into the air, he's like, yes. You slam him into the ground. Yeah! Feel the power. And he looks over, and he's also on the ground because he got slammed down. And he goes, hey, slap the mat when you fall. You got to slap the mat. You can't tuck in unless you'll hurt yourself. You got to slap the mat. And this goes on for about 2 hours. People flip. Especially him and Hogar are just yeeting around the room, flying around. They're running into other people like they're playing bowling, like just. All right. Thank you for joining us. And what do I say at every class? And he gestures to the class. Do you guys
Good
attempt to speak as well?
Yes. 100%.
Choke slam him.
The whole class goes like, to fight with honor, dignity, respect.
Oh
And
my
Sweetie's
God.
like, respect, and he's like trying to follow along.
Choke slam him.
Dignity, respect, and punch them in the jugular. Class dismissed. And with that, the class is dismissed. And like you can see people come up to him and like have like questions. They're like, Oren, if you, and they like, tap him on the shoulder, and he like responds to every single touch with like, hi. Yes. Like he had to strike some pose. And that is that with your self-defense class. You figure maybe after a while you could learn something, but this was a interesting experience nonetheless.
All right. Now that we're in here, how is this thing built?
The roof is open. There's no
Is there
roof.
like pillars holding it up?
There are just stone walls that have been built sort of loosely into the ground. You think they have to have some sort of concrete foundation under all these mats, or else there's no way they're staying up.
So it's just like 4 stone walls?
Yes. Obviously there are different rooms, but like, yeah, they're basically freestanding.
You know, Roku, you might get a pardon, but you might still have to pay for the damages you cause.
How about chord symbols?
There is, as you walk in, there's a desk. If you recall when you were competing in the games, as you walk in, there's a big wooden desk, and the rooms sort of extend outwards as that point. But above it is the large sword with the lightning bolt crossguard.
Perfect. Thank you.
Roku. Oh, wait, are we alone?
No, I mean there's people like wandering out of class a little bit, but
Hey, Roku. What if we just took down all the iconography?
That's what I was thinking. There's not really much to this place. And he seemed like a nice enough guy, right? Just get rid of the chord stuff, leave him alone.
Yeah, just rename it the Temple of Self-Defense and just gotta take Cord out of it altogether.
What was his name? We should name after that guy. He's a fucking crackhead.
Orin? Is
Yeah.
that his name? Orin?
He took-
Orin?
Yeah, you get flung around by a guy a bunch of times. You learn his name. It's common decency.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Have fun.
yeah. So what do you guys do now?
I exit and say bye to Orin.
You say like Orin, and he just like, yes,
Have a nice night.
you as well. You did some good flips today.
As
So
you do.
remember, you smack the mat.
Slap
You'll
the
hurt
mat.
yourself if you tuck in. You have to snap the mat. Snap the mat.
Yes.
Still sweating, just drenched.
Are we switching?
Yeah, kind of. Like you got you just not even due to like the flipping, just having to stand up that many times. You're like, God damn it. Yeah, it's been a workout. It's been a little bit of a workout.
As soon as the crowd dies down, I want to speak to Orin.
You may approach him as he's done. After the crowd kind of leaves, he drops down and starts doing push-ups on his fist with one hand behind his back.
Of course he does.
Of course he fucking does. He reminds me of Tai Log from fucking Kung Fu Panda. This entire thing has reminded me of Kung Fu Panda.
Well, I was thinking of Master Uguay.
Yeah. Orin.
Jumps up immediately and yes.
How did you come about to being the runner of the temple here?
Yes, well, I had to file the proper paperwork with the provisioners of the temple, and since it's honestly mostly a gym in the first place, they let me rent this out at night. Only on the weekday nights, though.
How do you feel about I'm gonna point to like all the icons around.
Well, strength is above all else, is it not?
Right, all right. I was afraid of that. Okay. So you are a Cord follower.
I more think that Cord respects me, and I don't give him anything in return. He just looks at me and says, wow, that man is very athletic, and he's strong.
Right. Okay. So you could live without the things. How about maybe like a visage of you, of your face up there?
Or persuasion check.
Yeah. That right there, that's a dirty 20.
My face?
Your face. That face right there. I can take it down for you.
I cannot argue. It would be more beneficial for them to see me, the visage of health and fitness, than of some sword with a lightning.
Perfect. I can get rid of it for you right now. I'll take care of it.
Shouldn't you talk to the owners?
You're telling me you can't just take care of that?
I don't want to.
I mean, your face up there.
Yes, of course I want my face up there. Do you have an artist to...
Tell me they wouldn't appreciate your face more than that sword.
Of course they would. But you're just going to do it without asking? That is how a warrior operates.
Exactly.
I will not say what I was about to. Okay, good.
All right. What is it like a statue?
It's a sort of just plaque hung up against the wall of like this sort of metal sort of just like it's a metal sort of sheet that is designed in the form of a lightning bolt with a sword.
How big is it?
It's about 3 feet tall, a little bit less wide. It's pretty big. It's like it's not heavy, but it's just like weirdly shaped.
Okay, I'm gonna disintegrate it.
Okay.
Orin is already out the door.
It fades into ash.
Free of charge.
How did you do that?
Lots of practice.
It was an honor.
Good enough.
And he just kind of walks out, starts wandering into the cold night without a shirt on.
Well, sweetie, it felt good.
Did you like watching it burn?
Not much of a. They really. This is kind of a temple he deserves. It's not fucking anything.
So we're just converting this into a gym.
It's his now, I suppose, or he's gonna have his fate. I don't know what he's gonna do. All right, that felt good. That's what I needed.
That's good. Did you leave him some gold to get a statue made of him to put up there?
Hell no, that's his problem.
Okay. He is asking for very heavy payments out of these people, so
Yeah, 10 gold each to learn throwing each other around. I did that when I was like 10. All right,
So what do you guys do now?
I suppose go find Hogarth and meet up with the lizard dude.
We're just outside.
Also, that damaged me very, very greatly. I'm not gonna roll for it because I'm not in danger. I'll just heal it.
I'm just outside and standing behind a bush.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You'd have to join the stream chat because
I
like
don't.
No, I refuse.
No, I don't think I will.
he said cram automobiles are only negotiable with the DM. So that's I was asking.
I don't know what that means. So
Can we make a tank out of cram and sell it?
I don't know what cram means.
It's stronger than steel, apparently. Yes, but let's go to said guy.
Okay. Hogar, they never mention to you where they're going. They just kind of like, they say,
All
let's
right.
go to the guy and walk away.
Who are we going to?
Old dude said he's got some powerful things.
All right. What do he look like?
Lizard man.
What color was he?
Yes. What color was he?
You not recall?
I do not recall.
Roll a history check.
I don't recall. I don't recall. I got 3.
Yeah, no,
You
you
talking
don't
about-
recall.
Are we talking about the lizard man?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Midtown, near the auction place. It was
He's asking what he looks
Uh,
like, sweetie.
I just know where he is. It was far down Main Street. He was a Dragonborn man.
All right.
The apartment or the house with the flickering light.
Okay.
Let's go.
I just kind of like start walking down Main Street.
And it is with that, you sort of, the lights are like dim and the air is very cold, and you go to Main Street on the opposite side of town. You see a large black multi-story building with the very run-down sign up front with the light flickering like a light bulb that needs to be changed. That says Main Street Luxury Apartments, but like the X is like ripped off the wall, so you just see like the imprint of where it used to be, as the name does not ring true to its current state.
Did he give like an apartment number?
The one with the flickering light.
This one has a flickering light.
Yes, the building has a flickering light up front.
Is it just the one story, or is there multiple?
No, there's a lot of room, like presumably a lot of rooms. He didn't give you a apartment number, and it's an issue because like there's a lot of apartments.
Okay. I don't want to see what people are doing, but I'm gonna I'm gonna start looking through.
You start looking through, and you see around the third floor, as you're gazing upwards, you see an orange dragonborn man that's sitting there, sort of, and he looks at at his watch and like waits a bit longer.
There he is. Orange, by the way, Hogar. He's orange.
Oh, alright.
You guys ever seen an orange dragonborn before?
No, but I've never seen a Pokemon before I met Sid.
I don't. Yes.
Well, let's go up.
Where are the stairs?
You walk in the front door, and there's a hallway leading down for the first floor apartments, and there's a set of stairs up to the left.
Stairs on the left.
And with that, I'm assuming you go to his room.
Yeah, if I look through again, is he talking to anybody? Or is there anybody else
No,
in
he
there?
seems to be waiting.
Okay, perfect.
And as you go up, you eventually go to his third floor, fifth room. And I'm assuming you knock.
Yeah.
Who is it?
The dudes. I don't know, you talked to us earlier about things and stuff.
Come in. It is unlocked. Don't let anyone see you.
Okay.
I turn invisible. Walk through the door.
Sweetie in his bright ass armor. Me with my horns.
Right. You
Me,
walk
the
in.
noticeable one.
and-
Turns invisible.
The main room is it is just a empty room with a chair and one sort of nightstand table. Everything else in the room, there are bookshelves. There are just portions of the apartment that are all lined with a lead metal sheet. And Roku, usually lead is in preventative measures for divination or your X-ray, an example. So you presuming something suspicious of these.
Okay. All right, I suppose high magic, not a big deal. He's trying to hide it.
He's
Probably illegal.
at the table. I have access to an item. Well, an assortment of items that could grant you unforeseen glory.
Okay, what are they? What do you got?
Now, don't judge too harshly, for what lies inside is worth more than what's outside. I need you to swear to secrecy, not to distribute any of the things you see tonight. No information about where I am, or who I am, or what I have. Do I have your word?
I believe you can trust us.
Yes, sure.
I need confirmation from everyone.
Yes.
Definitely.
He pulls out a small deck of cards. I inherited this item from my father. Everything I own, everything I am, I owe to the cards.
May I ask
Interesting.
what the cards are?
The cards are many things. The cards, you see, they can gift you magical items. They can make you stronger physically and mentally. But I've seen it do horrible things as well. I've seen it raise buildings. I've seen it destroy magic. And I'll let you poll for 50,000 gold pieces.
You said you inherited this from your father. Who was your father?
I don't know if I want to tell you. Roll a persuasion check.
Where's it? This one. 15 plus 9, I think. I said persuasion, right?
Yeah.
Or you said persuasion. Oh yeah, it's a 24.
I don't want to give away that much information at the moment. But feast your eyes on these. And he unbuttons this cloak that he has.
Oh, no.
And he's wearing this chest plate that is glowing a pearlescent green, much like Gronk's chest plate. He unveils at his side 2 magical weapons that are just oozing this magical aura of power. He takes off these gloves, and he has rings on each finger that are glowing with inherent magic, all different shapes and sizes. I've earned everything due to these. But it's not a guaranteed reward. Bad things can happen.
So, let's say we pay you 50,000.
If you die, I will give you back half.
Well, that's not really okay.
Well, say something.
Well, how much?
What type of? Do you know the range of effects these cards can do?
Yes. I know it can give you $50,000 in jewels. Well, even more so in rings. You earn your money back and more, which is something I've done. You can gain a man dedicated to you as if he's been battling for you your whole life. It will let you cast a wish. It can also summon a ghastly avatar of death, or make a devil or a demon your sworn enemy, or even undo an incident in reality itself.
It seems very tempting. You said it can make you rich, but what percent can you die from it?
What's the percentage? I don't know math. I only know my infinite riches. You see, I cheated the system a bit. I drew a card called the Fates. I took it to the Rumpus Ring, and I bet on the worst fighter they have ever seen. They are paying 100 to 1. And I bet everything on him. Everything. And he lost. But I used the card to manipulate the whole world. And I made a fortune.
You made a fortune and you're living in this shoddy apartment.
Oh, this is not where I really live. I'm just saving up money to hire a group. You see, I also have claimed a castle somewhere in the world, a keep. But I have to clear it of the monsters before I am able to inherit all the magic and gold inside. Also, that was also a card I drew.
Okay, all right, so this is obviously a workaround. We kill the things inside, you give us a couple draws.
A couple draws? I could hire some good people for 50,000 gold pieces. and you would only get one draw at the cost of mine.
We're the best. And I'm going to flaunt my hand that he noticed earlier.
Roll persuasion check. Also, we're the best. Very interesting argument.
24.
I'm afraid that's not going to be a deal today. For I could hire many, many, many men.
Many men.
Worse than you, but they'd get the job done. I know this is curious to you. I know you want to draw. I can see it all inside all of you. You want to draw a card, don't you?
Okay. Can you tell us more about the castle?
What? This castle has nothing to do with the situation.
You pay for, you give us one draw. Clear the castle.
I don't know what waits in the castle. I don't. In fact, I'm not sure where it is either.
That doesn't help at all, does it?
Wait, actually, I may. I have to read the card. Give me a second. It is very hard to find.
Many men.
Wait, so he said he drew the Twisted Fates card and then like just changed the reality?
Reality, yes.
He said he manipulated the deck though and drew it.
No, he said he manipulated. He changed the fates. He cheated the
Oh,
system
gotcha.
of life with the cards. He didn't cheat the
Gotcha.
cards.
Okay. Is it possible to cheat the cards?
Probably not.
Probably not. I don't know where the keep is either, but I know it's mine. I dream of it.
Okay. Fellas, anything?
Well, what about like, are those for sale? And I'd like point like just at anything he has underneath his cloak.
No. The car. You are adventurers, I thought. This is a blessing for you.
Well, we just spent, 300,000 gold today?
Well, it was 50,000 more. You're
Are you sure
gamblers.
50,000?
Yes. This can give you things beyond your infinite wonder.
And
Don't
it
you
can
want
also
that?
kill us.
Well, not necessarily to kill you.
Didn't you just say kill us?
At worst, it will rip out your soul.
And Tom's like, well, I've been dealing with that for the past
Fuck,
how
yeah,
long,
I've been
so-
there.
We've all been there.
How about we pay 10,000 right now and we go seek out and clear out your castle for one draw?
How about you pay me the 50,000 gold pieces? You go, you can draw. You can go clear out my castle. You come back, I give you your gold back.
What do we...
What do you gain from that? A free spin. The only difference is I get assurance if you die. Because that may happen.
How about instead of money, we give you something a little bit more rare?
Yes, what is it? I'm already on board. No, I don't want that. That is horrific.
Oh, this ring, and I'm going to show him the purple ring.
What is the
from
purple ring?
Sid. The purple ring's the one that shoots the blast.
Can I examine it?
I'm going to drop it in his hand.
This ring is not worth 5,000.
It's depressing. The sword? And I'm gonna show him the purple sword.
May I?
Starts cleaving at you.
You might have yourself a deal.
Fuck me.
Can I try and cast a spell without him noticing?
Depends. What are the components of said spell?
Let me look it up.
Many.
Third level evocation, components, VSM.
It's all of them.
What are the material components for it?
A short piece of fine copper wire.
That's gonna be very hard to suppress, but you can try with a sleight of hand.
Thank you.
Wait. You can send the message across distance. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Okay, I'm casting sending.
Okay.
So you said sleight of hand.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's a 9.
Okay. And what do you do with sending?
Roku. Wait, do I speak out loud when I?
No, it's
Okay.
telepathic, but the spell has to be cast.
Roku, what's stopping us from just taking this stuff forcefully?
You dirty son of a bitch, you are casting spells. What are you doing? And he steps back, stands up from the table, and backs up to the window.
Oh, I was. You see my monocle?
Don't
It
fuck
allows me. I'm not. I was peering into our base back. Sarask,
Roll a deception
where I
check.
was. 20. I was peering back at our temple. Sarask,
Just
took
keep
that
it.
over.
Keep it above the table. No
Sorry.
secrets. And but he's still leaning back on the window, like back away from you.
Can I reply?
Yes.
Look at his stuff.
If I could reply, I would.
You could
He's got
cast the
powerful
spell again,
stuff, man. He's got powerful
but you don't know how
stuff.
to react.
Sweetie, you want to draw from the deck, Hogar?
No, I don't.
I do really want to draw from this deck.
Trade a sword for the draw.
Yes. Yes, I take the sword.
And let's say we die, he gets the sword back, right?
Why not?
Roku, is it okay if I draw?
Self, man. And sword.
Are you sure? There's no backing out after this point.
You said the worst that can happen is my soul gets ripped out, right?
The worst that can happen.
Are you sure that's the worst that can happen?
I'm positive.
Does he have a deck of... Oh, shit.
No,
He's got a fucking deck of cards.
No, I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
What?
Well, I was just going to explain to Tom something about the backstory.
I know the story.
Oh, okay.
So do you know what cards are missing?
Cards don't go missing. They reappear back in the deck. Is that not true?
You don't know.
Best that happens, you get a big buff. Worst that happens, you die.
All right.
Otherwise, both help me.
I'm gonna shuffle for a bit, sweetie, and you tell me when to stop.
Burr. I'm just gonna let you shuffle for a little bit.
He's gonna do the little bridge thing again. Shit, fuck, oh god.
Now would be a good time. Now.
Now, right now.
That was not a good time. That was not a good time for
right
me,
now, right
guys.
now. Perfect time, right now.
Top of the deck right now, Rick.
There is no top of the deck at the moment. It's incomplete. Wait, do you take the jokers out?
I don't
I'll
know.
have to look.
I thought it was only like 12
No, you do
cards.
not take the jokers out.
The jokers are the ones that just murder you, right?
Yeah, probably.
It's like the jokers are like,
things.
"Ah."
Oh God.
God damn it, I dropped an
That
ace.
one card that just fell, that's what I choose.
Do you really?
Yep.
Your fate has been sealed.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's an ace. It's an ace.
That looks pretty nice. That looks
Ace
nice.
of diamonds. He sets it down. Except you guys see. Okay, it doesn't show me a picture apparently. All of a sudden, you flip the card over. Sweetie, you grab it. You immediately blank out. You guys see his eyes turn black.
Oh.
Sweetie, you float in nothingness. And you think, fuck, I just got my soul ripped out. But in the void of noise, you hear, ask a question. And you get the description of the card. At any time you choose, so you don't have to technically ask it now, I guess. You can ask a question in meditation and mentally receive a truthful answer to that question. This, the answer helps you solve a puzzling problem or other dilemma. In other words, the knowledge comes with wisdom on how to apply it. So you get one answer from the universe itself, what the truth is.
That's
That is
a nice card.
Powerful.
I have a question right
Do
now.
you want to use it right now? You can discuss out of character with Tom and you know Jared. That's the one. I've been calling you Hogar for so fucking long. If you want to, or you can wait and talk in character about it if you want. But
We all killed the dude for the sword. You're the one that draws from the deck, so you decide how you use it. That's my input on it.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about this Av character because I feel like it's the thing I got right now. I should use it right now.
Usually when you want.
But also like I don't know. So the first question that comes to mind that's just like, well, we've actually been having inter-party conflict about it, is do we trust or should Krivaku be trusted?
The universe is a bitch, so be specific.
Exactly. Like should
and by the
Krivaku
universe, he means me.
Yeah. oh, you
Like-
picked up on that, you bitch.
should Krivaku be trusted? And then but like I don't know if I should have a question like that or more centered around like, well, I guess trusted can also be in terms with should he be trusted about like the divine spark, because that's a question we've talked to him and he's been kind of dodgy of. But that's like the big one that stares me in the face, but I don't know if that's important enough.
It's up to you, man. Totally.
I
up to
could
you.
ask the universe, how do I get anything I want ever?
How do you kill a god would be a good one.
How how can I get anything I'd want for no price?
Steal is probably the answer you'd get.
Yeah.
That's
be
a
specific,
very
man.
open-ended question.
Yeah.
You don't
We
have
don't-
to ask it right now. You could literally,
No, I
in your void right now, go, nope, and you'd go right back to your old self.
I'm gonna hold on to it. I am going to
You hear,
I'll ask at a later date.
you're going to what? And then you get sucked back in. Ace of diamonds still in hand. Sucked back into reality. And the other two of you look at Sweetie like,
What'd you get?
The Ace of Diamonds. No, I hold it up.
actually, technically, you got the Vizier card. I don't know what Vizier means, though, or else I was going to describe what I saw. Vizier. Oh, so it's a really royal looking dude. He's got on like these nice, elegant red robes, but it's in a very tarot card sort of format, very art style.
Was it worth it, sweetie?
Basically, I can ask the universe one question and get a truthful, descriptive answer.
Be specific.
Shall I put the
Very
deck
cool.
away?
Yes.
Do I get another draw?
If you shall pay.
How much is this sword worth? I'm gonna show him the defender.
Good question. Good thing it's on the exact same page as the. I would give you another draw for that.
Fellas.
Well, it's your sword, Roki. And you want to draw for the deck?
Tom really does. Tom really, really does. How about at a you give us the shot to clear your cancel or clear your castle for a draw, and then maybe an additional draw for the sword.
Might as well draw right now then.
I gotta think about it because he didn't die, so I might.
I mean, think of how cool it is to draw, though. This is not the character speaking. This is Garrick. I have a deck of cards in my hands right now. You don't even want the sword anyway. I can see it in your eyes.
If a demon, what I'm afraid of, Rick, if a demon jumps out of the deck right now, I couldn't defend myself with 3 strength.
I can promise you I have not had a demon jump out of the deck. I have had an avatar of death jump out of the deck, but he was rather simple to defeat, honestly.
A what?
An avatar of death. It's not important. You want to draw?
Guys,
What?
should I?
Well,
Do you?
Mr. Sir, out of all the people that have drawn from the deck, do you get more positive cards drawn or more negative cards drawn?
Oh, there is much more positive cards drawn.
What are we thinking? I wanted to go back to use my axe anyway.
Wait, you said if we go clear out your castle, we get a draw. And if he gives you the sword, that's another draw, right? Sir,
Sorry, what I was reading.
you said if we clear out your castle, we get a draw. And if he gives you that other sword, he gets another draw, right? So we go find your castle. Roku, you get another draw. Or a draw.
I suppose it'd be Hogarth's
Keep your
turn,
sword.
then. So the sword's down payment. I get it back if we clear your castle.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna put the sword on the table and slide it across.
Rick's like, "Ooh, you done fucked up."
And then if you, I'm gonna pee and then contemplate my life decisions.
You want to draw?
Yeah, actually, before I pee, and then I'll come back to find out what it is.
Okay. Okay. A lot of these cards aren't on the chart, so honestly, you might have to redraw.
All right, do me a pyramid and whatever's on top.
A pyramid?
A little bridge.
Bridge.
Oh, I thought you said pyramid.
I did say
You did
pyramid.
say pyramid.
Make a card pyramid. Whoever one lands on top,
Yeah.
that's the one he wants.
And show me what it is. Whatever's on top. Oh, God.
Please. Please. Please.
It's like a fucking Joker or Jack. I'm screwed.
No, it's gonna be some random ass like the 5 of clubs.
Honestly, I'd be down for that. 5 of clubs, that's red. It's better than a Joker.
You get 5 clubs.
You are handed a card, and as you gaze upon it, it is labeled Comet. On the card is a picture of a large flaming ball of stone hurtling towards the earth at very quick
That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. I don't like that.
Would you like to know what the card does?
I would very much so like to know what the card does, please.
Comet. If you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain 1 level. Otherwise, the card has no effect.
Does it stay in my hand until I single-handedly defeat something?
It has to be the next time you fight something, though.
I'm gonna pick a fight with like a drunk guy. Fuck, that's awesome.
That's so good.
That's so good.
It is specifically a monster, a hostile monster or group of monsters.
Would that mean that I would stay a level ahead of these guys always, though?
Yeah. So not only do you get the 2 artifacts on you, you also are a level ahead.
That's fucking awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm happy.
But they literally cannot help you, or unless the card has no effect.
Okay, so what's something I can pick a fight with and not lose? Nerdy boys that know things. Don't metagame. Okay, yeah, good call.
I don't know. Go find like a small little like. Go find a crab that like bites you in the ass or something. And
It
then
needs to
kick
be
its
a
ass.
monster. That's really specific.
Go find a monster. Go find a small monster that wants you
Oh.
dead.
Go find a child molester and kill him.
Does that count as a monster, Rick?
Proverbial monster as well, yes. But guess what? This is Rick's D&D. All sexual actions have to be consensual. There are no child predators. You forgot the golden rule.
That's right. It's the one law of the D&D universe.
It is.
That no god, nothing can change.
Okay, awesome.
Even though Rick's broken that own rule almost with Jared. Jared had a succubus on his ass.
That
so,
was
like,
different.
Good. Is it? Because a succubus is kind of the exact opposite of
Because-
your rule.
No, because at the point in time where they kissed and made everyone think they had sex, but they really didn't, he was not under her spell. He did it of his own free will. Well, only when they kissed did he become under the spell.
So, isn't that no one thinks about it, or that you physically cannot?
It's not even a conceivable thought in the universe. Everyone is like, consent. That's the only rule.
Hmm.
Well, we got 2 good cards.
2, they're very kind of like middle of the road as it goes, but honestly, for a deck of many things, that is the preferred. You definitely got
Visor's pretty good.
Vizier is fucking crazy. Especially when you have like issues right now that you're contemplating.
Like
Um,
that's the thing. Like I have like so many different issues. I'm just like one question.
and he finally holds the cards up and goes, "Are you happy?"
Yes.
I am happy as well.
So I have to find one thing to fight. It has to be the very next thing. I fight a lot of things.
Yes, do not try to weave the fates. Whatever will fight you will come for you.
It has to be a monster.
That is what the card says. I don't make the rules.
What if some drunk guy tries to punch me on my way out of here?
That is not a monster.
And I have to fight him. Does the card go away?
What do you mean, does the card go away?
Or do I hold on to it until I fight this monster?
Hold on to it. It will find its way back to me eventually. Now, if you're not going to pull any more cards, please leave immediately and don't ever tell anybody about this, ever.
How do we find your castle? Is there any clues or hints? What does it look like?
I keep seeing these waves, and I hear this clicking. That is all.
That is not helpful.
Maybe it is. Who knows?
Waves, so it's on the coast.
Or underwater.
Wait. Map. Unfurl map. Any of you guys know what this island is down here?
No.
I've seen it over and over again on this map, and I've just never really thought of what it could be. What if that's where it is?
Perhaps.
It's an island with no cities, towns. It's next to water.
Is it underneath Aldrin, is what you're talking about? Very south?
Yeah, it's like the south left, bottom left of the map, kind of.
Yeah, okay.
Just a little bit smaller than Trusk. Maybe that's where it is.
I'm afraid any more time in here and the authorities will get suspicious.
Well, nice doing business with you.
The deck hopes to have you back soon.
Okay.
And with that, I assume you leave. And with your newfound fortunes and rewards and quests, that is where we'll pick up next time on Dungeons and Dragons.